gentlemen, Boswell Media Sports presents Friday Night Football.
Boswell Media Sports presents Leake Academy Rebel Football. Now, here is the voice of the Rebels,
Philip Palmertree.
It's time to get week 3 of Leake Academy football going on Friday, September 6th. The Rebels had a successful home debut last Friday night, defeating Starkville Academy 35-19 and finding some impressive offensive balance in the early season, rolling up 200 yards on the ground to go with 250 through the air. And oh yes, Leake's special teams turned and burned as well, with a Math and Weaver punt return for 6 to help LA pull away for the win. Tonight, Leake travels to the Delta to face Bayou Academy. The 1-2 Colts are hoping to win 2 in a row over our Rebels, but they're trying to solidify their lineup on the offensive and defensive lines in 2024. When they do, Bayou has the offensive weapons to buck opponents out of the saddle. But Leake comes to Cleveland tonight, hoping to let her rip, Tater Chip. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Wendy's pregame. I'm Philip Palmertree. And I got a hold of a lot more rodeo slang than that. Billy Steen's our studio producer, and we thank you for listening on Cruisin' 98, the Cruisin' 98 mobile app, and the live stream at Kicks96news.com. Click on the Listen Live tab for live audio, and you can watch LA football on the Triple M Motors video stream. A link to that is available at Kicks96news.com. That takes you to the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Central Electric Power Association. There's a whole lot waiting for you before kickoff at the top of the hour. We'll give you the Junction starting lineups. Sam Rigby will help us size up tonight's opponent, the Colts of Bayou Academy. But first, we have an appointment with the Rebels head coach Brian Pickins. All that and more is straight ahead as the Wendy's pregame continues from Boswell Media Sports.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health, providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Whether you have a honey-do list or a big-time construction project, Small Town Rental is ready to deliver. From mini excavators, skid steers, trenchers, tillers, augers, and so much more. You'll find Small Town Rentals on Highway 16 in Carthage, across from the hospital. And they even deliver so you can get results instead of excuses. Follow Small Town Rental on Facebook and find out how Blair Purvis, the guy with the pink gooseneck trailer, can help you reserve your equipment today. Tune in next time when you'll hear Little Bit say,
I'm meant for my daddy so he can buy me more horses.
West Side Body Shop says, let's face it, stuff happens. And when it does, they can take care of damage as small as a chip in your windshield all the way up to full collision services. Insurance claims are always welcome too. Just be sure your first stop is West Side Body Shop in Philadelphia. They also specialize in truck accessories, including toolboxes, visors, Nerf bars, and wenches. They make your ride look cool. West Side Body Shop, just off Beacon Street on Waterview Lane, right behind the Huddle House in Philadelphia.
What is the value of an independent insurance agent? We don't work for any one insurance company.
Instead, we work for our clients. We sell insurance from multiple companies, and that means at South Group Cox Agency, you always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and rates for you and your family. Now is the time to come by and let us at South Group Cox give you a free quote. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. South Group Cox Agency, 207 West Main Street in Carthage.
Welcome back to the Wendy's pregame. Leake Academy football kickoff at Bayou coming up at 7 o'clock. But we've got our weekly appointment with Rebels head coach Brian Pickins. Coach, thanks for giving us some time.
Well, thank you for having me up here.
All right, Coach, let's do a little review of last week. And we had good success against Starkville Academy, a 35-19 win at Thagard Field. What impressed you about your team's performance in getting that double-digit win?
I think the number one thing that really impressed me was our balance on offense. I think we wound up tonight with like 275 yards passing. We had had right at 200 yards rushing. In a high school football game, that's going to equal success. Like I said, just really, I was glad to see that, because that was something we knew had to be committed to during the preseason, is to get our run game established. And like I said, it was exciting to see the both complement each other the way they did, and I think that's going to give us more success as we go in the future. Number two was our special teams. Our special teams did a great job. Number one, the punt return. Those are big. You don't know how many games punt return can really just change the whole momentum, change the just like I said, it just changes everything about the game. Something big happening on your special teams, and then we talk about the punt return, but our kickoff team, they did a great job covering the other night. Punt team covering. I thought our actual punt team, we punted the football. I thought we got some good punts. Everything's looking real crisp there, and so just seeing those facets improving, and defensively, I thought defense did a great job. We got up early 14-0, and I thought our defense did a good job of controlling their run game. You mentioned the offensive balance, 200 yards on the ground and 250 plus in the air, almost 300 in the air. Talk about how important being able to have that kind of offensive balance through the season is in terms of winning ball games, especially against some of these better opponents. Well, it makes the defense defend everything. We talked last year. I think what our offense is able to do with the receivers we got. George does a super job. George got a strong arm, and the accuracy that he can throw the short game really is just a super skill that he's been blessed with. And then that same accuracy and his decision making on the intermediate. Just kind of get off subject. A lot of people will talk about a lot of times it seems like every football team goes deep. Honestly and truly, deep balls are less percentage completions, but they're probably easier to throw because you're throwing it out there deep and you're trying to throw it over everybody. But when you start getting those intermediate routes, they get a little tricky because your quarterback's really got to make good decisions because you're throwing into just over their underneath coverage and just under their deep coverage. And so you have to make some great decisions there. George gives us that ability. And like I said, with our receivers, they're so disciplined. They work hard, and we don't have a lot of drop balls. So we can attack you with out routes, hitches, slants, and then attack you with curls and digs, and then going over the top of post fades, things like that. We were able to spread you out, in that secondary. Well, now when you add that run game in, now you cannot start dropping so fast. A lot of things that, when we have issues sometimes last year was with, linebackers could get in that intermediate zone. They could drop faster and get out of there. Well, now that you get a run game established, those linebackers have to stay in there and be disciplined to ensure that you're not running, that it's just a play action and it's not a run. And so like I said, now you've got more to defend. I think our running backs doing a good job of hitting up inside, and then they've got the ability to get outside. So now we're not only stretching them, vertically, now we're stretching them, side to side, sideline, both passing and running. So, it's really, really a big benefit for us, and just more for them to work on.
And I know when we get a lead and get in the fourth quarter, You really like being able to hand the ball off, keep moving the chains, and eating the clock as well.
Oh yeah, I want to go back to that last statement because I was a long-time offensive line coach, and those guys. I always probably, sometimes some of our longest conversations been about the offensive line, but, you asked me, another thing about, what makes that run game better is that your D-line, now we talk about linebackers, your D-line can't pin their ears back anymore. Sometimes when you're facing a team that's going to throw a lot, you get those D-line, what we call jet technique. That means pin your ears back and, get upfield fast, make things happen. Well, when you're able to run the football, and offensive line's doing a great job of that, not only running, zone type, but counter schemes. Now you run upfield, you're going to get trapped. You're going to get washed down, and just opening up running lanes. So all of that works there. And then to answer your question about the end of the game, yes, that was so. That was so critical, and probably you take all the stats and some of the big things that we've done, but the most impressive thing of the night was us getting that football with 5 minutes left to go in the game, and we kept it there in the fourth quarter all the way to the 1 yard line where the clock ran out. That's impressive from any standpoint, but a high school football team, that is 5 minutes of moving the chains, playing mistake-free. You're not getting backed up with penalties, things like that. And, and we did it on a few passes, little short passes, kept running. And so for a high school football team, that was very impressive as far as your discipline goes. And but there at the end, I felt like in the fourth quarter we were able to take over the game. We're utilizing both Adcock and Gill as a running back, and it's keeping both of them fresh. They don't have to play defense, and so there in the fourth quarter, I thought Adcock got some great runs there in the fourth quarter, and just because of that fresh legs that he had, he broke one to score a final touchdown, and then there at the end we just started just pounding and rotating Adcock and Gill, just fresh legs. They were hitting the holes a little harder. Like I said, it really gave us an advantage there.
When we come back from the break, we'll continue our conversation with Rebels head coach Brian Pickins. We'll talk about the muscle up front on the defensive line. All that and more coming up as the Wendy's pregame continues.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station.
Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank hovers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Did you know most people overpay by up to 50% for individual health insurance? David Barham Insurance will save you that. Plus, David has the best rates on the market for Medicare Supplement. The solution is not on the internet or far away. It's right here in Carthage. David Barham, a local insurance agent you can trust. Make sure you have the best coverage and price. Call David Barham, 601-941-1280 on the north side of the square in Carthage.
Attention, deer slayers. We are talking to you.
Why should you make Neshoba County Co-op a priority? They are the hunting headquarters. Repeat, the hunting headquarters. Come get your game plot mixes and fertilizer today. They have your tree stands, game cameras, scents, and knives too. Neshoba County Co-op has the most abundant line of camo clothing and rubber boots you hunters out there are looking for. Oh, and don't wait. You better do your Christmas shopping while you're there.
Neshoba County Co-op, Main Street, Philadelphia.
Introducing the savory world of Ingram Steak and Seafood. Tuesday through Friday, join us for our delightful lunch offerings, or make your weekend special with our exclusive dinner service, available Friday and Saturday evenings. At Ingram's, it's all about family, both ours and yours. Our team, consisting of close friends and family, is dedicated to serving you with the warmth and good food only a family can offer. Join us at Ingram's, where every meal is a masterpiece. Highway 16 in Carthage.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Welcome back to the Wendy's pregame. Wendy's uses fresh, never frozen beef on every hamburger every day. And getting ready for a Leake and Bayou 7 o'clock kickoff from Cleveland. We've got Leake Academy head football coach Brian Pickins on the line still. And, Coach, this segment we always talk about a position group. I know the success of the Rebels defense starts with that group up front. You've got some young men with some experience under their belt up there, don't you?
Yes. You got to start with Hagen Bobo. That's a 3-year starter. He's just a big physical kid, and he's one. He loves football. I think all of them like it, but he's just in practice. He's full speed on Monday. He's the same. He's the same player on Monday as on Friday. He's going to get after you. It makes our offensive line a lot better. They have to mess with him 3 days, and but like I said, he does a great job for us. He plays there at that what we call a 3 technique. He will get down into the 1 technique, which is a shade inside the center guard area, but 3 technique basically outside shoulder tackle. That's what he does, and he manages the inside of that offensive line and does a good job. A lot of the credit sometimes you give to linebackers and guys like that for interior tackle. A lot of times it's because he's taken up 2 guys. They're having to double team him, and that's his job. Draw that double team, and if they don't double team you, then then make something happen out of that. Our other interior lineman is McNeil. He does a great this side at that 1 technique. He's just a big-bodied kid, takes up that A gap for us. Really, like I said, really had a great year so far for us. And it just like I talked about Bobo, McNeil, he's got to draw that double team. And that when they have to focus 2 people on you and let your linebackers float to the football, watching film and I'm a big run fit guy. I love watching run fits and seeing those, hear about holes opening up on your offense. I like seeing those run fit gaps open up because that means your 3 and your 1 are maintaining the interior of that gap and allowing your linebackers to come through and make plays. Gage Bennett, he also comes in a lot of times on 1 technique, and I keep saying 1 technique. Basically, what we call a nose guard in our 4-man front. But Gage, what I like about that substitution is McNeil is a great run plugger. You're not going to get much movement on him to sit there and try just to run interior. He gives you fits. Gage is a great guy. When you start getting those 3rd longs, you've been managing this run guy, and all of a sudden you got a guy that will just jet on you, and he'll come through there, and I like to put him in there for pass rush situations, and he does a good job on run. I know J.A. He had a big play. They tried to run the zone scheme and Gage an athletic down line. So he got speed that when they try to seal down, he could get those hip pockets and run to the football. Our defensive end, Owen Hitch. Owen Hitch, very athletic defensive end. A lot of times I've seen him make plays. Sometimes he's one of those defensive ends. When I say an athletic defensive end, sometimes a freelance defensive end. They do their assignment, but sometimes they can make plays just because of speed. They'll get off of a block and go make a play for us. But he's very disciplined. And when I talk about Pete, I'll kind of talk about the discipline of our defensive ends. But Owen does a super job for us. We got Pete Peoples at the other defensive end. He's a bigger kid. He's more of a run guy, but Pete actually is athletic, got good feet, can make things happen. I know him and Owen both have had some big plays, flushing quarterbacks out of the pockets on pass drop. And then we've got sophomore Monk comes in for us, and he does a good job. Monk is you look at him, you see defensive end, but can fly. I'm going to say Monk may be able to run a lot of a running back as far as speed goes. And like I said, he's a 10th grader, plays extremely hard, and he'll we put him in a lot of times for if we need just some speed off an edge pass rush. Talon Diller's another big sophomore we got. We'll move him in that interior group. Biggest thing we try to do is we do try to do a lot of rotation in there. And the reason why you'll hear me talk about we'll put him in is D-line are having to, as I always say, they're having to take the brunt of your football game. Offensive linemen are coming off football. They know where they want to go. Defensive line are having just to know what's happening by feel. You get a double team. People say, how do you fight the double team? Well, unfortunately, when a double team's occurred because you feel it. You're going to feel it into your rib, and when you feel that in your ribs, you have to sink into that. And so unfortunately, you're taking the first lick. I mean, and I can tell you this: if you're an interior D lineman, when you wake up Saturday morning, your ribs are a lot of times they're a little sore because that's how you know what's happening to you. But the biggest thing about our D lineman, you're talking about us having experience on there, is the discipline. It all starts. Our defensive team starts with D line, and they have to be so disciplined. I know a lot of people. This is just one of those facts I like to give you. A lot of people have heard the term in wrestling. Know your role and shut your mouth. Well, that term actually came from Ed Orgeron when he was a defensive line coach for The Rock. And that was his deal. Know your role and shut your mouth, meaning you've got to be disciplined. You've got to know your role. You're not always going to make these big plays, but you're going to allow other people to make big plays. So, I always think about that, and there's no better statement. They have to be so disciplined. They can't jump in the gap. A lot of times you see a big hole and you think, why did the D lineman jump in? Because if he had jumped over, they would have just broken into what we call an open gap. So they maintain gaps. As I say, if you're not double teamed, now you got a chance to make a play. If you double team, you make sure that those linebackers are able to rally downhill for the play. But as far as another discipline thing, these guys they have to key off the lineman on them. So a lot of times guys squeeze it down. They have to be there to as we call it, spill the trap. So they have to take the trap on, make it spill outside. Sometimes we'll ask them to funnel traps and make it go inside. These guys, a lot of times we'll have them jet down to take dive, and then we'll tell them that you're gonna just kind of use a feather technique and make the quarterback read you. So there's a lot of things they have to know, and these guys are getting hit every play of a game. There's not a play that happens that they're not getting hit, and they can't overplay something. They can't underplay something. So the D-line, I always talk about the O-line. Well, in my early career, I was a D-line coach, so I have a lot of respect for what those guys do. And it's a lot more than anybody thinks. And so if I didn't shut my mouth right now, we could talk the next hour on D-line play. But yeah, those guys do a great job. I think right now that's where our experience is, and they're a vital part of our defensive scheme.
Up next, Coach Pickins will preview tonight's matchup between Leake Academy and the Colts of Bayou. So stay with us as the Wendy's pregame continues.
I sure do like my new hunting rifle. I bought it over at Ozark Ag. When I went in, they had such a great selection. Took me a while to make up my mind. I have it sighted in now, and I'm ready for the big bucks. Tomorrow I'm going back over to Ozark Ag and stock up on ammo. While I'm there, I just might check out those deer stands. Hey, honey, I know you're listening. Make sure you shop for me at Ozark Ag. They're on Highway 16 West in Carthage.
Moore's Pharmacy in Carthage, Sebastopol, and Walnut Grove appreciate you, their customers. We have a beautiful selection of gifts with free gift wrapping. We are one of the only pharmacies around to offer compounding and women's hormone replacement therapy. Moore's Pharmacy accepts all insurance, including Medicaid. Our 2-lane drive-through and prescription synchronization will make your visit very convenient. Come see us. We have the shortest wait time in town and a professional staff to assist you. Moore's Pharmacy, Highway 16, Carthage.
Introducing the savory world of Ingram Steak and Seafood. Tuesday through Friday, join us for our delightful lunch offerings or make your weekend special with our exclusive dinner service available Friday and Saturday evenings. At Ingram's, it's all about family, both ours and yours. Our team, consisting of close friends and family, is dedicated to serving you with the warmth and good food only a family can offer. Join us at Ingram's, where every meal is a masterpiece. Highway 16 in Carthage.
Big discounts at Triple M Motors. That's right. Big dealer discounts plus GM consumer rebates means you save big.
Not in the market for a new ride? Check out our pre-owned.
Triple M Motors carries a good selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Stop by or check us out on the web at triplemmotors.com. That's triplemmotors.com.
Total Pain Care has been the trusted name in interventional pain therapy for over 20 years. While the healthcare world keeps changing, our dedication to exceptional patient care stays the same. We are privately owned and operated with 2 full-time locations, Meridian and right here in Philadelphia. Pain management has made significant strides, and our physicians are committed to offering the most innovative procedures. Visit TotalPainCare.org or call for more information so we can get you back to living your best life.
You gotta live your best life.
Welcome back to the Wendy's pregame. You can crush your cravings with food you'll love from Wendy's. Rebels head coach Brian Pickins with us for one more segment. We always take a look ahead at the matchup that's about to unfold on the field in front of us here in Cleveland. Coach, this Bayou Ball Club has had some success in 5A up in District 1, that North Division. They came to Madden last year and made some explosive plays against us in the second half, take control of what had been a close ball game. And I'm looking at the roster, and I see some of those same guys are still on that roster. So we've got to make sure we control their speed tonight.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. All those explosive guys, they'll be out there tonight. And explosive is what they are, especially number 2. Number 2 is he's a threat anywhere they put him. They'll put him at quarterback. They'll put him at wide receiver. They'll put him at running back. And, they're trying to get that guy outside. They're trying to get him in the open field and let him go. And he's got the ability to score from anywhere on the field. They got a, good running back, number 0. Another kid with good speed. They've got a lot of guys playing secondary and receiver, and all these guys can run. So they, like I said, very explosive, both on, we talk about on the coach show, on special teams and offensively. So we have to play really a disciplined football game to keep those guys hemmed up.
And, of course, Bayou coach, 5th-year coach Flip Godfrey, who's been around MAIS football even longer than you have.
Yes, yeah. Well, Flip actually played for the same high school coach that I played for. Flip, we at different schools, but yeah. So we have it's kind of something we have in common. We both played for Coach Coleman back in our day, and I've known Flip for a long time. Does a super job. He was a legend down there at Canton back in Canton's glory days. He was the guy who I think they won so many. I can't remember how many state championships they won down there at Canton, but does a super job. His team's going to be prepared. They're going to be hard nosed, and we kind of talk about and I guess I'm probably jumping the gun on you, but when I think of Flip, I think hard nosed, and I think of their defense. Defensively, they're going to pack that box on you. And defensively, they're coming to get you, and so they're, like I said, very hard nosed, tough defense to we're going to handle tonight.
When the Colts have the ball, what do you expect them to do to try to move the ball against this Rebel D?
They're very multiple. They will get shotgun to even under center. They like to run a lot of counters. They'll try to spread you out. Like I told you earlier, they'll put number 2 at quarterback and just try to get him outside running, direct snap it to him. They will get under center some. They'll get some tight ends in the game, and try to run a little power football at you. That's something we've had to get ready for. That power football, something you don't see much anymore. Where they just get under center and say, here we come. And so You got to be ready for the power football aspect of it. You got to be ready for the speed aspect of it. So there's a lot that our defense is going to have to be ready for. Because it's one thing to say, hey, they spread you out, they're fast. Well, we're going to do this, and we're going to be disciplined and try to keep them hemmed up. And there's another thing when they just bring everybody back in, get under center, and hand the ball off or toss it outside, and your kids have to kind of go back and play a different brand of football, just that hard-nosed, slam-it-at-you type game.
Well, I know we need to let you go here in a minute. I'll ask you one final question. What are a couple of things that you and the staff see as being vital to success for the Rebels tonight?
Well, our offensive line, they have to be very disciplined because, like I said, they pack that box. They'll put 7 in that box on you, and they'll put a 5-man front. So our pass protections, our offensive line got in tune on pass protections because they'll bring pressure from this side, that side. Or up to the middle. So our offensive line is going to be in tune for, protection-wise. They run a lot of man coverage, so receivers are going to have to give a great effort all night because they're going to have somebody in their hip pocket the whole night. Running the ball, they use a lot of man schemes, so the more you try to bring in the box, the more that's coming into the box. So we're going to do some running from, spread you out, and we're going to have to, set ourselves up in, good situations to be able to move the football. And then defensively, like you said about their playmakers, we've got to eliminate big plays. We cannot give up big plays against them because, they're just the type team you don't really want to get into a scoring match with them. Like I said, I think they have the ability to do that with you. And we just have to play very disciplined on defense and make open field tackles. That's another thing we got to do. We've got to make the open field tackles because those guys are going to get outside. They're going to be out there by themselves, and we've got to do a great job open field tackling.
All right, Coach. We appreciate the time and the insights that you provide for us every week. As always, we wish you and the Leake Academy Rebels lots of success tonight against the Colts.
I appreciate it.
All right, Coach Brian Pickins joining us on the Wendy's pregame. We'll take one more break and pay some bills, and when we come back, Sam Rigby's going to join me, and we'll go a little bit deeper into tonight's matchup and give you the starting lineups. All that and a whole lot more coming up as the Wendy's pregame rolls on Boswell Media Sports.
Whether you have a honey-do list or a big-time construction project, Small Town Rental is ready to deliver. From mini excavators, skid steers, trenchers, tillers, augers, and so much more. You'll find Small Town Rentals on Highway 16 in Carthage across from the hospital. And they even deliver so you can get results instead of excuses. Follow Small Town Rental on Facebook and find out how Blair Purvis, the guy with the pink gooseneck trailer, can help you reserve your equipment today. Tune in next time when you'll hear Little Bit say,
I'm meant for my daddy so he can buy me more horses.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Hey, it's Toby from Wendy's. Picture a Baconator. The 6 strips of Applewood smoked bacon, the hot and juicy beef, the pretzel bun. Wait, pretzel bun? A pretzel Baconator. And it's only here for a limited time? And right now you can get $3 off mobile orders of $15 or more with the offer in the Wendy's app? This changes everything. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new Pretzel Baconator.
Limited time only. At participating U.S. Wendy's. $15 minimum required before taxes and fees. Account registration required.
What is the value of an independent insurance agent? We don't work for any one insurance company. Instead, we work for our clients. We sell insurance from multiple companies, and that means at South Group Cox Agency, you always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and rates for you and your family. Now is the time to come by and let us at South Group Cox give you a free quote. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. South Group Cox Agency, 207 West Main Street in Carthage.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Now, Bob, when we started the Bring Your Kid to Work Day, this wasn't exactly what we had in mind.
I'm sorry, but they're my babies. We're about to go grab lunch and then head to the farm.
Well, where are you headed?
Rosebud General Store, out there in Rosebud on Highway 487 East. Nothing but the best for my babies. They got everything you need for your farming family.
Well, your calf sure is sweet. Does she have a name?
That there's the Cow Patty.
Whoa, let me get this straight. You named her Cow Patty?
No, sir. It's what you stepped in.
Ew.
Rosebud General Store, Highway 487 East.
Boswell Media Sports.
The Wendy's pregame rolls on from the Delta. Glad to have you along for Week 3 contest. Leake Academy Rebels taking on Bayou Academy. We're getting ready for a 7 p.m. kickoff. You can watch tonight's broadcast on the Triple M Motors video stream available at kicks96news.com. And we're powered by Central Electric Power Association. Brooklyn Wade is on the camera. Billy Steen is our studio engineer. And Sam Rigby's going to join us in a second. We want to say a special thank you to Josh Sheets and the folks at Bayou Academy for setting us up here on top of the press box at Jerry Crow Field. I'm Philip Palmertree, and I'll turn Sam's mic up for just a second to get his comment on this, for everybody who's watching and listening. Ain't no living like Delta living, is there?
Oh, I'm telling you. We talk about football weather, but tonight it's going to be a perfect night for football with 70-degree weather at kickoff and dipping down into the low to mid 60s, actually the high 60s on that one. But no turf, so we're going to be ready to roll here shortly.
All right, that's good. That's a little preview of tonight's Leake County Co-op weather and field report. And look, we're standing on top of the press box. You may hear the wind every now and then, but Sam and I will try to kind of keep our headsets turned away from the wind. And sunshine here as the sun's setting over to our right. Did have some rain come through. There's water on the ground, but it's drying up. We're standing in the middle of we've been standing in the middle of a mosquito truck cloud. It's keeping us safe from the critters. I wore a sleeve just in case, thinking about the mosquitoes. We've been eating spicy boiled peanuts. I think Gaten Bell's going to get tamales up here for us at halftime. We are just living large up in Bolivar County. Rebel captains and the Colt captains are coming to the center of the field. Sam's going to keep his eye on that while I give you tonight's starting lineups presented by your friends at Prince Oil. There's many locations of the Junction: Philadelphia, Louisville, Union, Macon, Scuba, Carthage, Oxford, Ridgeland, and Newton. For Leake, touching the ball first will be junior center Connor Moore, 5'10", 255 pounds. The guards on the left side, Mick Pucklich, senior left guard, 6 tall, 245, got elected as student council chaplain this week. Congratulations to Mitch. Right guard Tanner Walsworth, sophomore at 6 foot tall, 230. The tackles left side Hayden Jenkins, senior 6'1", 228. Right side John Wyatt King, junior at 5'11", 255. The tight end is Major Chandler, a sophomore, packing a punch at 6'2", 230. The wide receivers Jack Harkins, a senior, 6 tall, 155. Matthew Nowell, elected student council president, by the way. Wide receiver 5'10", 145. Mathen Weaver, leading receiver on the ball club, senior, 6 tall, 155. Running back Garrett Adcock, who ran for 189 yards last week against Starkville Academy, 5'9", 145-pound sophomore. And calling the signals, throwing the passes, George Wilcox, QB1. George, a junior, 6'2", 215 pounds. The specialist, the long snapper Tanner Walsworth. Matthew Nowell handles the kicking and punting duties. Jack Harkins, the holder, on the place kicks. On the defensive side, got a little bit of a change due to an injury. Hagan Bobo will be at defensive tackle, senior 6'1", 240. At nose guard, be Gage Bennett, senior 5'11", 195. Defensive end, Owen Hitt on one side, 6 foot tall, 180, a senior. On the other side, it will be, where is he? There he is, Pete Peebles, senior, 6 tall, 205. The linebackers, Grayson McDonald, senior, 6 tall, 210. Kobe Kemp in the middle, junior, 5'11", 205. And Tyler Winstead at strong safety, senior, 5'11", 170. Then at Rover sort of hybrid linebacker safety position. Braden Welch, a junior, 5'10", 175. And let's see who we got. Jack Harkins at corner. Mentioned him, 6', 155. Matthew Nowell will be at strong safety. The other cornerback is junior Joshua Gray, 6', 155. That's the Prince Oil starting lineups for tonight's ball game. And now we bring in, man, we always look forward to hearing from, and that's Sam Rigby. He occupies the Gilbert Barham color commentator's chair. That's presented by Rosebud General Store. And Sam, got an important ball game. Anytime you're 1-1, it's a whole lot better to finish week 3 at 2-1 than at 1-2.
Yeah, obviously the Rebels picked up the first win of the year last week against Starkville Academy, looking to pile it on this week, get their second win, go 2-1 against Bayou. But the coin toss we just saw, the Rebels won the toss, and they will defer to the second half, so that means the Bayou Colts will be receiving the ball coming out here in the first kickoff. But just some key guys you want to keep an eye on for the Bayou Colts is running back Aiden Borganelli, junior running back with 171 rushing yards this year and 2 touchdowns. Also with John Howard Gilbert in that backfield with 38 rushing yards in the year as well. But Bayou's going to do something a little different that Leake hasn't seen this year. A lot of under center I formations with the fullback. They're going to run it a lot. So the Rebels will want to be prepared for that. And, yeah, just something different that the Rebels haven't seen so far this year.
Teams are out on the field. Rebels in white, far sideline. Colts in white helmets, royal blue jerseys, and white pants. And we'll continue the Wendy's pregame after we step aside for a break. We're getting close to kickoff, so stay with us as Leake Academy football continues.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Total Pain Care has been the trusted name in interventional pain therapy for over 20 years. While the healthcare world keeps changing, our dedication to exceptional patient care stays the same. We are privately owned and operated with 2 full-time locations, Meridian and right here in Philadelphia. Pain management has made significant strides, and our physicians are committed to offering the most innovative procedures. Visit TotalPainCare.org or call for more information so we can get you back to living your best life.
You gotta live your best life.
Dr. Ryan Anderson and his crew at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic love getting to know you and your pets. In addition to your pet's health care, they offer boarding that will be your fur baby's home away from home. Become a member of the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic family today. Download the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic app or go to centralmississippianimalclinic.com. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, Highway 35, Carthage.
Chipley's Squareview Inn. It's the experience you're looking for. Whether it's a wedding, holiday party, business dinner, or weekend getaway, Chipley's Squareview Inn can accommodate an array of services. So, when you're planning your event or special occasion, book your stay at airbnb.com or give us a call at 601-741-8215. Whether it's our beautiful rooftop, our elegant reception area, or our lavish hotel rooms, it really is the experience you're looking for. Chipley's Squareview Inn is located at 109 North Pearl Street in Carthage.
Hello, Rebel fans. It's time for kickoff. Moore's Pharmacy welcomes you to an exciting night of Friday night football. Moore's Pharmacy takes great pride in supporting Leake Academy Rebels, the perfect place to start your weekend. Okay, Rebels, let's kick it off.
Boswell Media Sports.
Getting ready for kickoff. And Sam, the results of the coin toss.
Yeah, the results of the coin toss, the Rebels won the coin toss. They will defer to the second half, so that means that the Bayou Colts will be receiving this upcoming kickoff.
Hey, we want you to remember that Boswell Media Sports Weekly Football Pick'em Contest Kicks Picks is available for you to play for free every week. You get the most right, you're the weekly winner. You can be like Melvin Wooten, who won last week, the famous one, the great one, the longtime voice of the Leake Academy Rebels. He won it last week. He gets a gift certificate from Ingram Steak and Seafood in Carthage. They're the official Football Friday food stop. It's not as easy to say as you think. Get the most correct picks throughout the season, and you win the grand prize, a Pro 780 Traeger pellet grill from Ozark Ag in Carthage. So remember, you can play that for free. Some local first responders are being honored on the field here at Jerry Crow Stadium on the campus of Bayou Academy. All the Bayou players toting a large American flag as well. They're honoring, I think, some veterans and first responders tonight's game. While they're being honored, we'll take a quick look at what's going on around the league. In MAIS 2-5A, Lamar hosts Winston. Capaya is at Raymond High School. Simpson hosts ACCS. Simpson 0-3. They've been outscored 84-0 in their first two ball games. East Rankin has lost their last four going back to last season. They host St. Aloysius. Other games in MAIS action that we'll watch tonight. Carroll Academy at Starkville Academy. Biggersville High School at Heritage. Jackson Prep at Pillow. MRA hosts Pulaski High School from Arkansas in a return game. Big-time program over there in Arkansas playing MRA. JA at Silliman. And Humphreys Academy at Newton County Academy. The MHSAA action in week 2 that's going on tonight. Enterprise Clark at Union, our opponent next week. Philadelphia is at Noxubee County. Raleigh at Newton County. Tylertown at Scott Central. Louisville goes to Philadelphia to play Neshoba Central. And Kosciuszko is at Leake Central in that Highway 35 rivalry. So that's a quick look at the schedule, things that are going on tonight. We already have mentioned Leake County Co-op weather and field conditions, but I think the wind's going to be with us a while, Sam.
Yeah, the wind's starting to pick up here. We ain't complaining with the wind. We're glad there's no rain here from this luxurious press box seat we have from the Lucas Oil Field of Cleveland, Mississippi tonight. So the wind may be a problem, but the rain will not, and we are thankful for that.
And as we mentioned, the Rebels visitors on the opposite sideline, and if you're not watching on the video stream, if you listen to us on the radio, just a gorgeous view of Delta farmland behind the softball field that's beyond the visitor stands. And you can see for miles and miles. You can see over to the left the Delta State University campus. You can see the press box of their stadium rising above the tree line. And we're in shade now as the sun sets to our right, and the lights are on here. Should be a really lovely night for football. Things cool down from the hot temps we had early in the week.
Yeah, really cool scene with these American flags. All the Bayou players toting the bright and colorful red, white, and blue American flags, supporting the first responders and the veterans from around the Bayou Academy area tonight.
This is only the 6th meeting between these two schools. Leake leads the series 4-1, and the Colts got their lone win last year in Madden. They won 40-20 in a game that was a one-point game at halftime, but the Colts scored 19 points in a span of less than 3.5 minutes in the third quarter to take control of that game. Then the previous time they played was a first-round playoff game in 2017, and Leake won that one 24-0. Matthew Nowell has it teed up on the X painted on the 40-yard line. The Rebels will be kicking left to right to the Colts. They have the white helmet, that familiar-looking Colt, horseshoe logo on the side. Very plain uniforms. Looks like the Indianapolis Colts and Penn State had a baby. Here's the kick, and we go. Taken at the 6. Chase Chacon working to the right side, outside the hashes across the 25, gets spilled as he hits the 30-yard line. Caden Monk and Mathen Weaver were there to upend him. They give him the 31-yard line, so that's where Bayou will start. Tonight's first quarter presented by Carthage Collision Center. Rebels 4-man front out there, as we mentioned earlier in the Prince Oil starting lineups. Hitt, Bobo, Bennett, and Peebles. And they line up in that power I. One receiver split wide to the right, but H back to the left, an I formation. Hand off from Mitchell. And they plunge straight ahead for just a couple, maybe three, up to the 34-yard line. That was Aiden Borganelli on the carry. They give him 2. They say his knee went down at the 33, so 2nd and 8 ahead for Bayou.
Yeah, and Borganelli looks like he's going to be coming off the field here early, so I'm sure he's going back in, but just some different formations we're seeing early here from the Bayou Academy Colts tonight.
Junior Mitchell Jones, the quarterback, slender, 6'3", 175, under center. Will toss it right side, and then they're going to go a little halfback pass, and it's intercepted by Joshua Gray, who falls down immediately at the Bayou 46. That was a poorly executed throw on the halfback pass. Rebels were not fooled by it, and that one should have been thrown away.
Yeah, Bayou was looking for the little razzle-dazzle on the second play of the night to try and get some momentum going early in this ball game, but Joshua Gray read that one like a good old first-grade book and just was right there and got the interception. Rebels coming back on offense.
46-yard line for the red and blue in Colt territory. Got a chance to do something early. 3 wide out, split to the right. Tight end on the left. Quick throw from Wilcox on first down. Complete at the 42. Short gain for Nowell as 4 different Colts gang up on him at the 41. They get 5 on first down on the quick hitch pattern. Wilcox looks into the far sideline. 2nd and 5 coming up for L.A. They'll send Harkins and Weaver out to the right. Split Nowell and Chandler to the left. Quick throw, the slot man, Chandler. He's got the first down and more, headed upfield. Goes inside the 30, down to the 28. That's a pickup of 13 yards and a Central Mississippi Animal Clinic first down.
The short passing game is on here early for the Rebels. 2 back-to-back quick completions from George Wilcox to Matthew Nowell and Major Chandler sets the Rebels up inside the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back plays, the Rebels work the slot man, work along the hashes. They're right in the middle of the playing field. You can tell it's taken some water. Looks a little slippery. Handoff, Adcock. Got a block at the end. Jumps to the outside, 20 outside the numbers. Flung down at the 19. 9-yard gain on first down, and the Rebels are eating up yards in chunks on their first drive.
Yeah, Adcock with a good bounce outside, looking to carry the momentum he had last week with over 180 yards against Starkville Academy. Back with the Rebels.
And a quick snap, not much there on 2nd and short. Adcock got turned around and put on his rear end right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. That was Ryan Dawson Mallett, defensive lineman, plugging the hole there and stopping Adcock. 3rd down and a yard for the Rebels. They're in the David Barham Insurance red zone at the 19. 3 wide outs in the formation. Chandler, the H-back on the right. Up the middle. Going to be close. Looks like he got what he needed, is he being Adcock. That will be a first down. I'm waiting for the officials to agree. They do. Needed a yard, got about a yard and a half, and then Mallett got underneath him and took him down at the 17-yard line. So a fresh set of down for Leake, who now goes 2-by-2 receivers. With Adcock at the right hip of Wilcox. Takes a belt tie snap, looks to the right, puts it in the air outside the numbers, complete to Weaver at the 15, makes a man miss. Goes inside the 10 and gets knocked sideways out of bounds at the 7. Another Central Mississippi Animal Clinic first down, and now it's 1st and goal Rebs at the 7.
Yeah, Matthew Weaver with a good move on that one. Really setting up the Rebels inside for 1st and goal, but that field slippery is going to be a little test tonight for the Bayous to stay up on the feet. For all defenders, really staying up on their feet, making some good open field tackles. Wasn't the case right there for the Bayou Colts.
Tremendous move by Weaver. There's the throw in the end zone off the hands of Harkins right at the goal line, and nearly got picked off by Bo Linkus, the safety, as the ball kind of started fluttering toward the back of the end zone. He couldn't get it in, so the Rebels survived that close call there and faced 2nd and goal.
Yeah, lucky break for George Wilcox on that one. It was right in Jack Harkins' hands, but fortunate play to keep the Rebels possession.
Jay Chacon was defending it well. Then there's some early movement. Colts come across. Let's see if they did it or Leake drew them off. Looks like it's going to be offsides on the defense. Yes. Yeah. Defensive lineman came across, so that'll be half the distance.
Good sale by Connor Moore, getting shoved after the play. He sold it, made it look more on the Bayou flag.
Yeah,
on that
he looked
one.
like a wrecking ball hit him. He went back so far. You're right. That was a little bit of salesmanship from Connor Moore.
And the Oscar goes to Connor Moore on that one.
They'll stay in that 3 wide out set. First and goal at the 3.5. We'll call it the 4. Still second down. They'll go play action, throw it. Ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Elliott Lloyd, the linebacker, got in the passing lane and deflected the pass. They wanted to go to Chandler, but deflected incomplete.
Yeah, it was a tight window to try and get Major Chandler the ball, but Rebels have another good opportunity here with 3 yards to go in the end zone to score here and get the first touchdown of the night for the Rebels.
Now it's 3rd down. Rebels send 3 wide receivers way out to the left, the wide side of the field. And they'll throw it. Weaver breaks open. They try to throw to the inside receiver, Nowell, but it's deflected in the end zone, incomplete. Good coverage there from the Colts, and the Rebels are left with 4th down inside the 5-yard line. Looks like the offense will stay out there.
Yeah, that was a good play design, getting Matthew Weaver open with the slant in the middle, but Wilcox was looking for Nowell on that one. Just unfortunately, Nowell couldn't reel it in with that tight coverage.
Now they put Nowell as an H-back on the right side behind Chandler, formation we haven't seen. They throw toward the end zone. Wide open is Weaver in the end zone, and that's 6 for the Rebels. The 4-yard touchdown pass from Wilcox to Weaver on 4th down. Rebel touchdowns presented by Weaver Tax and Accounting.
Really, like we said, Matthew Weaver wasn't there on the previous play, but drew it up for him with the short goal situation. Got Matthew Weaver catch 22. Touchdown at the night, gives the Rebels 6-0 lead with 8:23 to go in the first as Matthew Nowell comes on now for the point after attempt.
That's Wilcox's 5th touchdown pass of the year. The extra point is up, and it is true and good. 8:23 to go first quarter. The Rebels take advantage of the turnover and get on the board first. They lead at 7-0.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
I sure do like my new hunting rifle. I bought it over at Ozark Ag. When I went in, they had such a great selection. Took me a while to make up my mind. I have it sighted in now, and I'm ready for the big bucks. Tomorrow I'm going back over to Ozark Ag and stock up on ammo. While I'm there, I just might check out those deer stands. Hey, honey, I know you're listening. Make sure you shop for me at Ozark Ag. They're on Highway 16 West in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Moore's Pharmacy kickoff taken by Case Chacon at the 9. He moves left to right, gets outside the numbers, leaps over one Rebel, and then Caden Muck plows into him at the 27-yard line. He goes flying into the Rebel sideline. The Rebels lead at 7-0 after taking advantage of an interception.
Yeah, the Rebels on that last play went seven plays, 47 yards to get in the end zone. Ended with a passing touchdown to Matthew Weaver from George Wilcox. Gets the Rebels the 7-0 early lead here in this ball game, and that is your performance therapy reset.
1st and 10, Colts, the 27-yard line. What looks now like a flex bone formation here. See if we see some triple option out of this. The ball's loose. Mishandled, still scramble for it. Leake says they have it. What do the officials say? Grayson McDonald standing there with a football. But now the officials are talking. They've not given any indication of what the result of that play is. Coach Pickins about halfway out from the sidelines to the far hash. It looked like the quarterback and center didn't handle the exchange, and the ball was just squirting around out there.
Yeah, it bounced around for a while. The referees don't know what the call is, but that ball was out for a while, and I thought the Rebels hopped on top of it. But
yeah, but Grayson McDonald standing out there with his hands open saying, hey, I recovered the fumble. Didn't you see it? But they're going to give it back to Bayou.
Yeah, it was about to be a rough start for Bayou with 2 straight turnovers, but they get the ball back right here on 2nd down to try and gain some momentum.
Now they're adjusting the line of scrimmage. Well, they're going to play the down over. Go figure that.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever just happened didn't really happen. Flexbone formation. Now the play they wanted to run. Borganelli sweeping around the left side. He turns it upfield outside the hash. Gets knocked down roughly by Jack Harkins and Kobe Kemp. Gets a nice gain, though, to the 33, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, still the flexbone formation there from Bayou. Just a different play with a little sweep outside. Set him up with better field position. With a 6-yard run from the Colts on that one.
2nd and 4. Again, they line up in that flexbone formation with a single receiver split to the right. They go to the old A-back, if you know that lingo. Not much there, not much at all for Reed Holman.
Yeah, Gage Bennett really shed off his block really quick. Thought he was about to make a tackle in the backfield, but the Colt on that one slipped through the line, and gained just a yard for the Colts on that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 34th. 3rd down and 4. Under 7 minutes to play, opening quarter. Leake 7, Bayou nothing to score. They'll hand it to Gilbert. He's trying to get to the outside. He does get outside the numbers, and he'll pick up the 1st down before Gray can hop on his back and ride him down at the 39. The 38, actually, but that will move the chains.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier in the pregame, the Rebels are going to see some looks on offense they haven't seen all year, especially with this flexbone formation, and off to a better start from the Colts on this drive with a fumble that we didn't see, and then now here with the 1st down for the Colts.
Bayou uses receivers shuttling in and out to carry the play call. They've got Osmond split out to the right from the flexbone. 5 at the line of scrimmage now for L.A. They'll go straight ahead. Holman pushes to the 40, maybe the 41, and that's it. Bobo and Bennett stopped him in the interior line, just a step past the 40. We'll call it a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. First quarter of tonight's game presented by Carthage Collision Center. 2nd and 8 for the Colts, going right to left. Starting to get the light from the stadium lights now. Sun has gone down. Back to throw. Mitchell tries to send it out in the left flat to Borganelli, but put it too far out in front of him. The Rebels had Pete Peebles right in his face and made that a tough pass to complete.
Yeah, 4 straight runs from the Colts on that one. Tried to catch the Rebels sleeping, really, but they were on that one, covered it really well, and caused a disruption for the pass intended for Borganelli.
3rd and long for Bayou. They need to get it almost to the 49 for the 1st down. Clock stop with 5 minutes, 32 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Out of that flexbone formation. They will try to throw. And Grayson McDonald with the sack back at the 30. Loss of 7 on the play. Grayson McDonald coming from the backside just chased down Mitchell Jones and sacked him, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it looked like a little confusion there from the Bayou Colts on that one, but Grayson McDonald slipped right through that offensive line and got some good pressure and got the sack on Mitchell Jones. That'll bring up a punt for the Colts.
Rebel Sacks presented by Chipley's Squareview Inn. Punt coming up here. Allen's punt hits at the 46 in Leake territory and takes a nice roll for Bayou down to the 37, and they'll hop on it there with 4:43 to play in the first quarter. Leake 7, Bayou nothing in this Week 3 contest. That was actually John Howard Gilbert who punted. Leake gathered up on the far sideline talking to offensive coordinator Corey Burns. We've got the officials timeout here. I think it's the Heat timeout. We'll take it with them. Well, no, we're going to stay here. It kind of took that a little while ago, and I think if we take the break, we'll miss a play. And nobody tuned in to miss plays.
That's right.
We'll remind you, Rebel fans, we'll be back at home next Friday night to take on the Union Yellow Jackets. 7 o'clock game at Thagard Field. We'll have the Wendy's pregame, of course, at 6:15. Link available at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. To the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel available at Kicks96news.com. We appreciate Triple M Motors sponsoring the video and audio stream for Leake Academy football. So the Rebels come to the right hash. John David Gill in at running back. They'll send Nowell wide to the left, Chandler in the slot, and then put Weaver and Harkins on the short side of the field to the right. 3-man front for the Colts. Linebacker shifting the edge, some orbit motion from Weaver. They'll throw it out there to him. He gathers it in behind the line of scrimmage, trying to make a move. Will get over the 40, then get taken down by Elliott Lloyd. Made a good one-on-one tackle on Weaver at the 41-yard line, and that's a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, Matthew Weaver coming in motion on the right side. Had an open lane there, but a good stiff arm gave him an extra 4 yards after the tackle from Elliott Lloyd on that one.
2nd and 6, same formation. Gill at the left hip. John David Gill gets the carry, gets hit hard from behind, and driven hard into the middle of the field. Picks up only 1 on the play. Good backside pursuit there from, I think it was
Lloyd again. Elliott Lloyd.
A linebacker. They were running to the right, and he had that backside pursuit. They had the guard pulling around left to right, and he came through that gap. 3rd and 6. Throw complete to now at the 45, and he gets horse-collared at the Bayou 45 into a muddy spot, comes up muddy. But the pass is complete for 13 yards, and they'll add 15 onto it with the personal foul.
Yeah, Matthew Nowell with a real good grab in the open field, but it's going to be looks like a horse collar tackle on the Colts. It's going to give them an extra additional yards, like you said, and sets the Rebels up in even better field position. Looks like they're going to put it close to the 30. Looks like it's going to be right on the 30 for the Rebels.
Right on it, 3 minutes, 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. That's a Central Mississippi Animal Clinic first down. Tack 15 more on after the penalty. Receivers 2 to each side. Garrett Adcock in the game now at running back for LA. Pressure coming back to Wilcox. He slips away from 1 defender, from 2. Now he's running back. Will get back to the line of scrimmage off a heroic effort, but it will be no gain on the play. He had 3 different Bayou defenders with a hand on him, Sam.
Yeah, it looked like it was Ryan Dawson Millett in there first for the Colts, and that one causing the initial pressure, and then Wilcox dodged another tackle, got back up to the line of scrimmage, so to prevent the big sack. Great effort by George Wilcox to save the possession.
Trio of receivers to the right, and then Bayou bites on the hard count. Defensive lineman comes across, and that'll give the Rebels now 2nd and 5 after the offside penalty.
Yeah, 2 penalties here from the Bayou defense early in this ball game with the horse collar tackle and the offside. So that's about 20 yards there, penalties just on the defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 25. Hand off, Adcock, room to run. 15, 10, 5, slips past 1 tackler, and that's 6 for the Rebels. 25 yards for the sophomore Adcock, and there are flags flying as some shovings going on in the end zone. 13-0 the score. and a really well-designed and well-executed play. Great blocks from the left side of that line, but there were some tempers flaring in the end zone. Sam, did you? Well, I saw one flag. It looked like it was going on Leake, and then huge shove from a Bayou player.
Yeah, I was writing it down. I couldn't really see what was going on. I just looked up and saw a laundry pile of yellow flags in the end zone.
Dead ball foul. Looks like there's going to be one on each side. There is, so those will offset. Touchdown is good. 25-yard score, and Rebel touchdowns presented by Weaver Tax and Accounting. Adcock went toward that left pylon, almost untouched. He got inside the 5. One of the DBs tried to bring him down, and he refused to be tackled. Just ran right through that tackle, slipped past it, and went in for 6.
Yeah, Adcock with 180 yards last week against Starkville Academy, coming out hot here early in this ball game with a 25-yard touchdown run from Garrett Adcock. Saw one hole on the left side of the field, and Adcock could have ran for days with the open hole he had on the left side to get in the end zone for 6.
Hayden Jenkins, Mick Pucklich on the left side of that line. Good blocking out on the edge, too, by the receivers. Here's the extra point. Hold down, kick up, away, and Nowell's kick is good. 2:40 to play in the second quarter. Leaks up 2 scores, 14-0.
My knee rehab was 100% successful thanks to Performance Therapy. They sat down with me and created a plan to ensure I would achieve my personal rehabilitation goals, and they encouraged me to get the most out of every session. Performance Therapy provided plenty of material for me to continue my rehab in between sessions too. Hopefully I don't have to see them in the future, but if I did, I would definitely choose Performance Therapy again.
For more information, go to performancetherapyms.com. Performance Therapy, Carthage, Philadelphia, and Forest.
Moore's Pharmacy in Carthage, Sebastopol, and Walnut Grove appreciate you, their customers. We have a beautiful selection of gifts with free gift wrapping. We are one of the only pharmacies around to offer compounding and women's hormone replacement therapy. Moore's Pharmacy accepts all insurance, including Medicaid. Our 2-lane drive-thru and prescription synchronization will make your visit very convenient. Come see us. We have the shortest wait time in town and a professional staff to assist you. Moore's Pharmacy, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebels with the Moore's Pharmacy kickoff after the touchdown. Nowell slips as he kicks it. It's going to be taken at the 9. Coming up the field, Chacon likes to go to his right, and he runs into a wall of Rebels close to the 30. Grayson McDonald, and again, Caden Monk, we called his name on kickoff returns all 3 times. Stopped at the 30, let's say 131-yard line.
Yeah, Rebels capped off that drive as a 5-play drive, started at the Rebel 37 on that play with 20 yards of penalties on Bayou Academy Colts, capped off with a 25-yard run, Garrett Adcock run in the end zone for 6, and that is your Performance Therapy reset.
1st and 10 from the 31. Rebels up 14-0 late first quarter. Hand off to Borganelli. He runs into Tyler Winstead. Owen hit and about 4 other white-shirted Rebels, and he gets shoved back. Loss of a yard on the play.
Great effort up front by the Rebel defensive line, getting in there, quick disrupting the play and causing the loss of gain for Borganelli for the Colts. Brings up 2nd down.
Two wide receivers to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Now shotgun formation. First time we've seen that from Bayou. Mitchell Jones wants to put it in the air. Looking at a receiver the whole way. A little corner route. Nearly caught out there by Gilbert. Nowell was in coverage as the safety at the 40 in Leake territory. Close call, but incomplete.
Yeah, John Howard Gilbert for the Colts had a step on Nowell. He looked like he could have fit it in there, but Nowell with the great hands, reaching over, not making contact with the receiver for a clean disruption, brings up 3rd down.
This playing surface starting to show some signs of wear and tear from the water, and there's some really soft, muddy spots just here and there. Kind of this area right now where Bayou's operating around the 30, 3rd and 11. Jones under pressure, chase from the pocket left side, looking. He's going to keep it himself. Breaks free from Welch, but then Kemp is able to sack him back at the 25-yard line for a loss of 5. Second sack of the ball game, and Rebel Sacks presented by Chipley's Squareview Inn.
Quick 3 and out there from the Bayou Colts on that one, but initially up front it was Pete Peebles causing some pressure on Mitchell Jones, the quarterback, that caused him to come outside, and it was the group of Rebels that got the sack. Brings up 4th and long early or late in this first quarter.
Gilbert gets back to his 11-yard line to punt. Rebels send Weaver and Nowell back along the 35 in their own territory. Very high kick, hangs up nicely. Fair catch called for by Nowell. He'll make it in a crowd at the 43. Leake takes over there with 58 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rebels 14, Colts nothing. We had a score update just from southern part of the Delta. Late first quarter score, Jackson Prep 28, Pillow nothing. We'll see Pillow in week 7 at Thagard Field. Jackson Prep not on the schedule. We've already played our 6A team. We played JA in week 1. Nearly beat them. All right, here we go. 2-by-2 receivers. Ball middle of the field at the 43. Gill in at running back. QB1 takes it, looks, has time, throwing it deep on a line for Nowell. He collides with Linkus, and that's going to be pass interference along the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Wilcox had a clean pocket on there. Good pickup in the backfield by John David Gill. Saw the blitzing Colt on the right side, gave George Wilcox time to throw and look for Matthew Nowell downfield, but just a bad disruption there by the Bayou Colts. Hit Matthew Nowell before the ball even landed, and that's going to give the Rebels some more free yards on penalties.
And that was a case where Linkus, I don't think he had located the ball. He was just trying to, in fact, he was trying to turn back and locate the ball, which if he had not collided with Nowell, I think we'd be talking about a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was there for the taking.
He kind of had to make that tackle just to be sure.
Ball at the 42 in Colt territory now. The play clocks are not working apparently, so here's Wilcox to pass up the right sideline, looking for Harkins, but a little too deep for him. He thought he was being held inside the 10, but the officials keep the Hankies in the pockets. Already 5 penalties on Bio.
I can kind of agree with Jack Harkins on that one. Saw a little bit of tugging in the back by Chacon on that one, but brings up a Rebel second down on that one. Just a slight bit of tugging, nothing major.
First quarter score, Magnolia Heights leading Leake Academy 13-6. They do a good job down below us. I'm going to have to lean on those guys because it's hard to find those MAIS scores sometimes on a Friday night. Back to action here. 2nd and 10 Rebels at the Bio 42 with 44 seconds to go in the quarter. Already a 14-0 lead. Run to the right side, room to run for Gill. He has the first down and more. Gets his feet taken out from under him at the 31-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain in a Central Mississippi Animal Clinic 1st and 10.
Yeah, both Rebel running backs, Garrett Adcock and John David Gill, running the ball really well here in the first quarter. Rebels seem to be getting a good bit of time up front for these running backs to get some open holes and get down the field.
And Bio's going to have to adjust to that and set the edge because they let the edge go here in this first quarter. And they paid for it. The 31. Clock stop with 38 seconds to play in the first. 3 wide receivers left. They move Chandler as a tight end over to the left side. From the gun. Hand off Gill, following blockers left side. Cuts upfield, gets hit at the 30, able to stay on his feet and go up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, looks to be a flag on that play on the left side. Going to go against the Rebels.
They'll call a false start on Leake. So wipe that one off, and it'll be 1st and 15. Back at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, first penalty on the night for the Rebels, but you got to like what you're seeing here, 14-0. Rebels moving the ball really quickly and really efficiently here in the first quarter.
Tonight's broadcast powered by Central Electric Power Association. Carroll Academy up early on Starkville, 14-0 in the first quarter. That is a surprise. Trips to the left. Play fake, quick throw, pass caught, but it'll be a loss on the play. Mathen Weaver caught it behind the line of scrimmage, but Cole Chacon read it the whole way and tackled him back at the 38.
Yeah, it looked to be Matthew Weaver and Matthew Nell had the block on the outside, but just a stray Colt, you could say, was the one who came in and made the tackle.
Those stray Colts will cause problems.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them stray Colts.
We encourage, and by the way, I didn't say it earlier, you can use as much rodeo slang as you want tonight. It's free. Well, that's the end of the first quarter, and a good one for the Rebels. They lead it after 12 minutes, 14-0. We'll be back as Leake Academy football continues.
Did you know most people overpay by up to 50% for individual health insurance? David Barham Insurance will save you that. Plus, David has the best rates on the market for Medicare supplement. The solution is not on the internet or far away. It's right here in Carthage. David Barham, a local insurance agent you can trust. Make sure you have the best coverage and price. Call David Barham, 601-941-1280. On the north side of the square in Carthage.
Chipley's Squareview Inn. It's the experience you're looking for. Whether it's a wedding, holiday party, business dinner, or weekend getaway, Chipley's Squareview Inn can accommodate an array of services. So, when you're planning your event or special occasion, book your stay at airbnb.com or give us a call at 601-741-8215. Whether it's our beautiful rooftop, our elegant reception area, or our lavish hotel rooms, it really is the experience you're looking for. Chipley's Squareview Inn is located at 109 North Pearl Street in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
First play of the second quarter, Leake going right to left from the Bayou 38. Garrett Adcock, nothing inside, and he gets shoved back for a loss trying to break it to the outside. Elliott Lloyd got through the Rebel offensive line and knocks him down for a loss of 4.
Yeah, called Elliott Lloyd's name a lot here tonight in this ballgame, making some good open field tackles for the Colts.
And I've noticed between plays, Lloyd kind of walking with a little hitch. Like maybe I see he's got an ankle really taped up, so maybe playing on a bad ankle, but he sure is playing hard. 3rd down and 19. Pressure coming, throw over the middle, but nobody's there. I think there was some kind of mix-up. Coach Burns throws his headset down back on the far sideline as that one did not go as planned. The Rebels will have to punt.
Yeah, Coach saying he's not too happy about that one, but it was a good pressure up front by the Bayou defense to prevent Wilcox from having as much time as he's had early in this ball game. There's some good pressure up front by the Colts.
Yeah, it looked like 72. Griffin Peoples was one of those Colts applying pressure to Wilcox. But you can pin them inside the 15-yard line. You'd feel good, but a flag comes out before anybody's even come to the line of scrimmage.
He can't. Is he called for grounding maybe?
They decided to call intentional grounding because he was not outside the tackle box, I reckon. Coach Pickins on the far side, Coach Ray and Coach Burns campaigning for a review. I mean, well, you don't have reviews, but I mean a reconsideration. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, I'm thankful we don't have reviews. Would he stand in here? Who knows what we'd have to talk about. You know, in TV, they can always go to commercials and show crowd shots and all of that, but you don't want to just leave us with empty airspace. All right, here we go. 4th down. Low snap, rolls in, but picked up by now. He gets it away under pressure. It may have been partially blocked. It was a really bad punt. Result either way. It goes out of bounds, far sideline at the 38-yard line. That punt covers only 10 yards. Now they say the 37, so it's 11.
Yeah, it was a
lot of things went bad on that.
Wasn't a great snap, but it looked like Elliott Lloyd was in there again to pressure Nowell as he was making the punt. Gives the Colts the ball on, looks like to be the Bayou 37.
First and 10, Mitchell Jones hands it to Borganelli, and the Rebels are waiting for him. Tackle him for a loss of 3. Hagan Bobo getting muddy down there in the slop. Gets a solo tackle on that one, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, Hagan Bobo, real good wrap up in the backfield with Tyler Winstead coming in late to bring the Colt defender down for looked to be a tackle for the Rebels on that one. Loss of 3.
Heritage leading Biggersville 12-0 in the second quarter. I think that game's in Columbus. There's an interception at the 30 and an easy pick 6 for Tyler Winstead. A throw out to the right flat, perfectly read by the Rebel defender. And he got one of those plays, Sam, a linebacker dreams about.
It's like you just had your eyes wide open, Winstead did on that one. He was just waiting there and snatched it up, took it to the end zone for 6. Rebels up 20 here in the second quarter. Great play by Tyler Winstead, getting the pick 6 on the year.
Rebel touchdowns presented by Weaver Tax and Accounting. They love presenting a pick 6. 30 yards, untouched, Tyler Winstead for 6. Nowell will kick. Walsworth will snap. Harkins will hold it. High snap, pull down, kick up, away, and good. With 10:32 to go in the second quarter, Leake in command, 21-0. We'll be back as Leake Academy football continues.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Boswell Media Sports.
Morris Pharmacy kickoff. Already had, this will be the 4th one. As the Rebels kicked off to open the game. 21-0 after the pick 6. Nice, cool evening. Still some breeze, but not blowing quite as hard as it was at kickoff. We're not having to put our hands over the mics on our headsets like we were in the first quarter. Here comes Nowell. Kicks it, sky kick over to the 20. Up outside the numbers goes number 5. It's Case Chacon, and he gets roughhoused into the sideline over on the far side by Jake Rudolph. The 31-yard line.
Yeah, last drive for the Colts, it was a 2-play, loss of 3 on the first play, and a pick 6 by Tyler Winstead on the second one. Second play of the drive gives the Rebels the 21-0 lead with 10:26 to go in the second quarter, and that is your performance therapy reset.
Shotgun set, running back to the right is Borganelli. Receiver in motion from the slot, and there's a bad snap. Gilbert was the quarterback, and he had to go back and just jump on the ball back at the 19 before Owen hit, or Tyler Winstead got there. Loss on the play of 12 yards on a bad snap. Boy, when it rains, it pours. If you're Bayou, they have not doing much right now.
Yeah, the Colts seems to just not have any rhythm right now on their offense with whether it be the slippery field or just some miscommunications here. It's not the ideal start here for the Bayou Colts.
They lost
They
lost a 15-3 game at Capaya last week, and they'll run some option to the right side, which is going to be a keeper for Gilbert around the 20, the 25, and then he gets hit by Jack Harkins out of bounds. Jack knocks over the Gatorade bucket with the
tote,
the
the
bottles
Gatorade
tote, and then very politely picks it back up and puts the bottles back in. He was raised right. Everybody knows that. His parents would be proud of that. As the momentum carried him and Gilbert into the sideline and into the Water Boys carrier. They get about 3 on the play, up to the 27. No, about 5 on the play. We've got a whistle with 9:35 to go in the second. Second quarter, by the way, presented by Welch Forest Products. Third down play. Call it 3rd and 14. They need to get to the 41 for a first down. Gilbert's the quarterback. He's got a pocket around him, but nobody open. He starts to scramble, works to the outside, gets away from Winstead. 35-40 has the first down, still on his feet, and takes a rough hit in front of the Rebel bench by Joshua Gray. But he does scramble his way from the 28 up to the Rebel 48. That's a 24-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, it was Owen hit in there first for the Rebel defense, causing some pressure, causing Gilbert to bounce outside. It was a big game by Gilbert, but good initial pressure by Owen hit, but Gilbert just broke free and got a big gain for the Colts.
They say he stepped out at the 49, so they'll move it back a yard. They'll send Mitchell Jones in at quarterback and bring Gilbert out. He's coming off slowly. As I want to tell you, he got rocked on the far side by Gray.
Yeah, big game by Gilbert, but the Rebel faithful were very, very proud of the Joshua Gray hit on that one.
Brought people off their feet. Straight ahead, pushing up the middle is Aiden Borganelli for 1, maybe 2. And credit Hagan Bobo with a stop, 2nd and 9. Bobo already credited with 4 tackles in this contest as we go under 9 minutes to play in the second. Jackson Preps extended their lead on Pillow out to 42 to zip in the second quarter. We have the running clock going before you know it. Keeper up the middle. Mitchell Jones gets some good yardage before Tyler Winstead bear hugs him, slings him down at the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 7, maybe 8. Call it a 7-yard gain. The 41, 3rd and short now for the Colts.
Yeah, for a second there, didn't know if Jones was going to hand it off. Appeared to be Gilbert in the backfield with him, but Jones decided to keep it and get upfield for some more positive yards for the Colts.
That was a good option read there. Now Borganelli at the left hip of Mitchell Jones. Waiting the shotgun snap. And now he mishandles it. He's going to have to keep it himself, try to find something. He gets a little bit. He gets past the 40, but I don't think he's reached quite far enough to get the first down. I think he's going to be about half a yard short of the stick. It's Kemp. Bobo made the stop.
Yeah, broken play from Mitchell Jones, but managed to make the most of it and managed to get it close. But I think they're going to come out and measure for to see if he gets the first down or not.
As they come out to measure, we'll remind you that Total Pain Care is the wellness sponsor for Leake Academy Athletics. They've got 7 locations all over central Mississippi, including one at the Neshoba County Hospital. For more information, visit them on the web, totalpaincare.org. Oh, it's easy half a yard, probably a yard and a half, just inside the 40. And I think if you're Bayou, you got to go for it down 21 zip.
Yeah, got to go for it. Try and get some momentum and break into Rebel territory here on Rebel side of the field with a short 4th and 1. Wouldn't be surprised if they went to Morganelli here on this short 4th and 1.
They'll line up in the I, that power I formation with Reed Holman at fullback. Offset to the right. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. And they're trying a little push. It looks like they're going to get it on second, third effort. In fact, Jones able to kind of slide off the back of the pile and fall ahead close to the 35. So they end up getting 4 yards when they needed only about 18 inches.
Yeah, some additional pushes from that Rebel offensive line when Jones managed to bump outside a little bit. There was some guys in the backfield for the Colts to really help them get that 4-yard gain for the first down.
Not exactly Philadelphia Eagle Jalen Hurts tush-push worthy, but got the job done. Wasn't quite that elegant, if you want to call that an elegant play. Again, they line up in the eye, and they'll toss it to Borganelli left side. Gets a block from the fullback, but then runs into about 3 Rebels. Pete Peebles made first contact. They stop him at the 32 after a pickup of 3.
Tyler Winstead was in there first for the Rebels, but it was a good block by Reed Holman to prevent the loss of gain and got the Colts. Looks to be about 4 yards there for the Colts. Bring up second down.
Carroll Academy expanding the lead on Starkville, 21-0. That's got to be the surprise of the night so far. Second down and about 7. Colts going back to that power eye they started out, and they hand it to Holman. He squirts through. It's tackled by Tyler Winstead, but he gets all the way up near the 25-yard line, going to be close to the first down. I think they're going to be 3rd and short.
Some turnovers in the first quarter really hurt the Colts, but appears to be getting a little bit of momentum here on offense for the Colts, and now they're moving closer to the red zone.
6:24 on a ticking second quarter clock. Second quarter presented by Welch Forest Products. Wide receiver split to the left. Power eye formation. Tight end and H-back to the right, and just a quarterback sneak. Braden Welch turns Jones around. Up, he hit him up high. McDonald hit him low, and they stop him at the 23-yard line, and that's a Colt first down.
Yeah, once again, a sneak on a short yard gain. They call Mitchell Jones, number 12, the quarterback's number, to get the first down for the Colts. And he's done it back-to-back situations on a 4th and short and a 3rd and short. Brings up first down for the Colts.
Then taking the handoff, but slipping down as he tried to cut back to the inside was Borganelli on first down. They lose yardage back to the 27. I think you got to credit Bennett with that tackle, even though I think he got there when he was already about halfway to the ground.
Yeah, this was that slippy area that we saw in the first quarter when Bayou was on this side when it was their territory. Now they're in Rebels territory. Still a slippery part of the field around the 30-yard line.
Second down, 12. Almost 13. Jones under center, wants to drop back and throw. Throws over the middle. Lots of Rebels there, but they nearly completed it inside the 5 anyway. Matthew Nowell missed time to jump for the interception. They were looking for, I think that was Borganelli, running to the post. And he got 2 hands on it going up high, but couldn't bring it down. 3rd and long now for Bayou. They need to get inside the 14 for a first down.
Yeah, there was a couple Rebels in that defense trying to break up the pass, but Borganelli almost brought it in, but it brings up a 3rd and 12 here for the Bayou Colts.
Now they'll get in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers, 1 left, 2 right. Rebels will send 5 to pressure. The throw is caught at the 20-yard line. It's going to be a nice catch out there. Tyler Winstead slow to get up. He took a shot to the ribs on that, but they're going to be short of the first down, so they're going to have a 4th down decision to make. They've still got about 6 yards, 5, maybe 6 to go for the first down. We'll call it 6.
Yeah, Reed Holman really went up for that ball, and it was a Rebel defender that made the tackle, but it was a good catch there by Reed Holman. But it appears to be Tyler Winstead is going to be walking off the field, so that's always a good sign to see.
He wanted to stay in the game, but the official said, nope, you can't do that. Gavin Gamillion will come in and take Winstead's place, as it looks like the Colts will send the offense back out there for 4th and 6 from the 19. Got to get almost all the way to the 13. They'll put Jones in the shotgun with Borganelli to his left and a receiver left and 2 right. Jones looks to his right to throw. Throws over the middle. Too tall for his receiver at the 5-yard line. He wanted Case Chacon. Rebels had coverage all around, but incomplete, and it'll belong to Leake on downs.
Yeah, he had the Colts had Chacon there close to the end zone, but just the throw was behind them, caused an incompletion. Rebels get the ball back on offense as the Bayou Colts in that possession ran 13 plays on the Rebels to really kill a lot of clock and keep that Rebel offense on the sideline.
Yeah, that's the thing about a pick six is immediately your defense gets back out there.
Yep.
And so we haven't seen George Wilcox and the Rebel in quite a while, but we're about to see him here taking over at the 19-yard line with 4 minutes, 55 seconds to go in the second quarter. Leak's up 3 touchdowns, 21-0. Garrett Adcock at running back. He has a touchdown carry tonight. Nowell and Chandler split to the short side of the field to the left. Weaver in the slot to the right, and Harkins wide out near the numbers. Pistol set. They'll send Chandler in motion behind the backs. Hand it to Adcock. He's got room to run. Out in the open. Breaks a tackle. 50, 40. Heading up the left sideline. Got one man to beat, and he gets tackled inside the 15-yard line. That was Lloyd who ran him down, but he goes from the 19 down to the 13, and that's 37 plus 19 is 56 yards.
I mean, Garrett Adcock was just a man on a mission on that run there. He was really low to the ground, good running with the ball, dodged a lot of Colt defenders to get the ball to the Colt 19. That'll bring up the Rebels in the red zone.
Sorry, it's more than that. 31 plus 36, 67 yards on that run. Even better.
Quite a run by Adcock.
I knew that number didn't sound big enough when it came out of my mouth. 1st and 10, Rebels, Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, 1st and 10. They're in the pistol, same formation, same set, orbit motion. Again, the give to Adcock. And he fights ahead to the 12. Gets about 2 on that play before he gets tackled by Rimmer Jennings.
Looks to be John David Gill in there now for Garrett Adcock, giving him a breather after that long run from the Rebel 19.
L.A. in the David Barham Insurance red zone. 2nd down and 8 from the 12. 2-by-2 receivers. Again, the motion left to right. Looking on the slant. Pass caught. Across the goal line goes Matthew Nowell. That's 6 for the Rebels. Just a bullet of a pass from QB1 to Nowell. And that's 6 more for Leake. They take a 27-0 lead with the extra point coming. Touchdowns presented by Weaver Tax and Accounting.
Yeah, good motion in the backfield by Major Chandler. Colts were playing man on that one. Open up the left side for George Wilcox to hit Matthew Nowell on that slant with nobody around him. Open it up. Gave the Rebels 27-0 lead.
12 yards on the score. Snap, hold, kick is up, away, and it's good with 3:39 to go before halftime, and it's now Leake 28, Bayou nothing.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Big discounts at Triple M Motors. That's right. Big dealer discounts plus GM consumer rebates means you save big.
Not in the market for a new ride? Check out our pre-owned.
Triple M Motors carries a good selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Stop by or check us out on the web at triplemmotors.com. That's triplemmotors.com.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree and Sam Rigby on top of the press box at Jerry Crow Field, Bayou Academy, and the Rebels are really on top. They're on top 28-0. 3:39 to go in the quarter. Here's the Moore's Pharmacy kickoff. Kick deep back to the 10, into the hands of Case Chacon. Comes outside the hash, right side. Runs into, guess who? Caden Monk and Mathen Weaver. They bring him down at the 28-yard line, and that's where the Colts will set up.
Rebels on that last drive started on the LA 19. First play was a Garrett Adcock 67-yard run, and another run by Adcock after that for a short gain, but it was capped off by the Matthew Nowell touchdown reception from George Wilcox. Gives the Rebels a 28-0 lead with 3:32 in the second quarter, and that's your performance therapy reset.
They give them the 29, so 1st and 10, shotgun set for Bayou, and they are fighting uphill now. Handoff Borganelli. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, but breaks loose from Gage Bennett, but then runs into Welch and Kemp and goes down at the 30, a pickup of 1. Second and 9 for the home team. White helmets, royal blue shirts, plain white pants. Clock winding under 3 minutes to play before halftime. Jones throw it, but off target at the 40-yard line. He turned, was expecting his receiver, Zach Warrington, to be there, but he was about 3 yards away.
Yeah, I think Mitchell Jones on that one thought Zach Warrington was going to come back to him on a comeback route on the outside, but Warrington just kept on going down the field, and it led to a short pass incompletion from Mitchell Jones.
When we get to our halftime, which is presented by Carthage Vet Clinic, I'm going to replay that phone interview that I did last week with Marley Myers. We had so many connection problems at home last week. I'm not sure everybody got to hear that one, so I want to make sure that one didn't go to waste. We'll replay it. To throw on 3rd and 9. Rolling out, avoiding pressure, flag down. And now Mitchell Jones is down into the far sideline as Gage Bennett ran him down. Hold is the call against the Colts, and surely Leake will decline it. Yeah, that will be another sack presented by Chipley Squareview Inn.
Yeah, Owen Hitt was coming in hot off that left side or the right side of the offensive line to come in for the sack, but if the hold was not there, Owen Hitt would have got him in the backfield for a bigger loss, and that would have bring up 4th down for the Rebels as they choose to decline and get a punt right here.
So Bennett joins Kemp and McDonald with sacks in tonight's game. Clock stopped with 2:42 to go as that play ended up in the far sideline. Now they'll send out their regular punter, Kellen Allen, to kick. Weaver and Nowell back at the 40. Under pressure, he gets it away. Good-looking kick, turns over. A fair catch made on his knees at the 38 by Mathen Weaver. First mosquito I've had to swat away was right there. The mosquito truck not only came on the road behind us before we went on the air, but it came into the parking lot directly behind us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, the mosquito truck was coming with a drive-by with the spray and covered us for a while. It's the first mosquito we've seen all night.
I think he had that valve all the way open. It looked with the fog that was coming out of that.
Yeah, that truck valve was wide open with mosquito spray coming out of it.
So that's why I had that funny taste in my mouth. It wasn't the spicy boiled peanuts. 2:37 to go. Leake ahead 28-0. They take over at the 37. They'll run a screen left side. Going up high to get it is Weaver. Blockers in front of him, 45. To the outside, 50. Looking for an opening, cuts back toward the numbers, 40. Still on his feet, 35. And finally gets taken off his sticks at the 33. The kind of vision that Mathen Weaver has makes him so elusive.
Yeah, you see it on the kickoffs and punt returns as Mathen Weaver is in the backfield, but a good downfield vision by Mathen Weaver to set the Rebels up.
He had a 36-yard punt return for 6 last week. And there's a delayed flag from the linesman far side as Bayou jumped offside before the snap.
Yeah, it looked like it was Ryan Dawson Mallett, the defensive end, that jumped off for the Colts on that one.
40 yards on that little screen pass there. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic 1st and 5 now after the offside penalty. Now will by himself out to the wide side left, trips to the right. Wilcox going to throw deep. They're going for the end zone. Nowell's there, gets a little push off, and he's got it. That's 6 for the Rebels. Beautiful throw and catch. Can't throw it any better than that. George Wilcox for 28 yards. And another touchdown presented by Weaver Taxon Accounting. Now with his second TD grab, and he'll line up to kick the extra point.
Yeah, now on the outside, looked like he was, it's called a slow-go route. It looked like he was going to come back in with a slant, pop right back outside, got open space on the left. Wilcox hit him right on the money for the Rebel touchdown, gives the Rebels 34-0 lead with PAT from the man who just made the touchdown grab, Matthew Nowell. PAT is good.
1:53 to go. Rebels extend the lead 35-0.
Dr. Ryan Anderson and his crew at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic love getting to know you and your pets. In addition to your pet's health care, they offer boarding that will be your fur baby's home away from home. Become a member of the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic family today. Download the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic app or go to centralmississippianimalclinic.com. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, Highway 35, Carthage.
Total Pain Care has been the trusted name in interventional pain therapy for over 20 years. While the healthcare world keeps changing, our dedication to exceptional patient care stays the same. We are privately owned and operated with 2 full-time locations, Meridian and right here in Philadelphia. Pain management has made significant strides, and our physicians are committed to offering the most innovative procedures. Visit TotalPainCare.org or call for more information so we can get you back to living your best life.
You gotta live your best life.
Boswell Media Sports.
Here's the Moore's Pharmacy kickoff. Matthew Nowell has caught 2 touchdown passes this quarter. And he slips as he puts his left foot down, and it squibs ahead inside the 20. Borganelli picks it up at the 19, comes up the right hash, gets hit, stays upright all the way up to the 35-yard line, where Tyler Winstead makes the tackle.
Yeah, last drive it was 2 plays for the Rebels, or 3 plays actually for the Rebels. First one was a 30-yard Matthew Weaver reception. Then it was the jump off sides by the Colt defense, brings up the 32-yard Matthew Nowell touchdown reception, and that is to bring in the second grab of touchdown for Matthew Nowell on the night. So 3-play drive from the LA offense, and that's your performance therapy reset.
And the clock is now rolling constantly. 1:06 counting. They'll run jet sweep. Looking left side, tumbling over a couple of linemen for a pickup of 2, maybe 3 on his first carry of the night is Parker George, a sophomore. Looked like Grayson McDonald undercut him. Knocked him down. Hey, update on that Pillow Jackson Prep game. They're going to have to call Rescue 911 on Pillow. It's 49-0. They haven't hit halftime yet. Jackson Prep in control over in Greenwood. Rebels not far behind at 35-0. Borganelli takes the handoff on second down, and he'll push a pile forward, still straining up to the 44. Good gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Borganelli and about 4 of his offensive linemen were just moving a scrum forward to the 44-yard line. I'll give Owen Hitt credit for the tackle.
It looks like Bayou is just going to take this one into halftime instead of trying to go down the field and avoid another mistake here late in this second quarter, and that's going to bring us to halftime right now.
Well, we're at the midway point, and it sure has been good for the red and the blue. 14 points in the first quarter, 21 more in the second. That adds up to 35-0. Leake is ahead after 2 quarters. We'll take our halftime break and come back with the Carthage Vet Clinic halftime, and we'll get second shot at that recorded interview I had a week ago with Marley Myers that you may not have heard because of some of the connection problems we had back in Madden last week, but we'll give you a second shot at it. But first, before we break away, let's see where the camera is. We're going to take the break right now. We'll do that, and then we'll be back with the Carthage Vet Clinic halftime show as Leake Academy football continues from Boswell Media Sports.
I sure do like my new hunting rifle. I bought it over at Ozark Ag. When I went in, they had such a great selection. Took me a while to make up my mind. I have it sighted in now, and I'm ready for the big bucks. Tomorrow I'm going back over to Ozark Ag and stock up on ammo. While I'm there, I just might check out those deer stands. Hey, honey, I know you're listening. Make sure you shop for me at Ozark Ag. They're on Highway 16 West.
My knee rehab was 100% successful thanks to performance therapy. They sat down with me and created a plan to ensure I would achieve my personal rehabilitation goals, and they encouraged me to get the most out of every session. Performance therapy provided plenty of material for me to continue my rehab in between sessions too. Hopefully I don't have to see them in the future, but if I did, I would definitely choose performance therapy again.
For more information, go to performancetherapyms.com. Performance Therapy, Carthage, Philadelphia, and Forest.
Did you know most people overpay by up to 50% for individual health insurance? David Barham Insurance will save you that. Plus, David has the best rates on the market for Medicare supplement. The solution is not on the internet or far away. It's right here in Carthage. David Barham, a local insurance agent you can trust. Make sure you have the best coverage and price. Call David Barham, 601-941-1280 on the north side of the square in Carthage.
Total Pain Care has been the trusted name in interventional pain therapy for over 20 years. While the healthcare world keeps changing, our dedication to exceptional patient care stays the same. We are privately owned and operated with 2 full-time locations, Meridian and right here in Philadelphia. Pain management has made significant strides, and our physicians are committed to offering the most innovative procedures. Visit TotalPainCare.org or call for more information so we can get you back to living your best life.
You gotta live your best life.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Boswell Media Sports.
Welcome back to the Carthage Vet Clinic halftime. And we had to go to the phones to do our interview segment today. Had a little last-second change of plans, but glad we're able to head to the phones and do our halftime interview. And we are talking tonight to Marley Meyer. As you all know, Marley is the senior at Leake Academy. And really appreciate her coming on. She's a softball player, basketball player, and just an even all-around better human being than she is a ball player. But, Marley, thanks for giving us some time.
Thank you, Mr. Phillip.
Well, I want to start off talking about softball because it's softball season. Talk about what it's like to be a senior in this program. You've been playing softball quite a while.
Yes, sir. I can't believe it's here already, but yeah, I'm the only senior on the team, so I've had to, step up kind of as a leader a little bit and just kind of get the girls in check, I guess.
What has it required of you to be that kind of leader on a team with everybody on the team being younger?
I kind of think it's you just have to encourage them because softball's a mental sport, and you just gotta tell them to keep their heads up and don't drop them after an error or after an at bat. You just gotta encourage them, and it'll be pretty good.
Good. Okay. I know you're a team player, but throw out a couple of Marley Myers stats for me in softball so far.
Can you repeat that?
I know you've hit a couple of balls out of the yard. I know you're a team player, but what are a couple of things that you're encouraged about on your own stat line?
I've had a few good hits this season already. I hit one out against Clinton Christian, and I don't remember the other team. Park Place, maybe? No, it was Wayne. But, yeah, I've taken a better approach at the plate because I feel like I've had more experience, and so I don't get as nervous or tense. So I've been pretty confident.
Good. One more question about softball. Talk about your head coach, Coach Scott. This is your third year under her leadership. What's she like as a coach?
Oh, she's great. She constantly encourages us. She pushes us every day at practice just to get better, focus. She brings a word every day before practice, like a little, what do you call it? Like scripture a little bit before practice, and then she keeps us going hard every day.
All right, well, good. Well, I hope y'all have a great rest of the season, finish strong like you did last year, and hope it's a lot of fun. One more thing before we get you off the line here, a couple of more. One, hey, we got to talk basketball. Everybody at Leake's ready to talk basketball. That season will be here before we know it. You ready for a senior year?
Oh, I'm ready. We started practice first day of school. I'm ready to get it started.
Okay, what's it going to be like being the post player? You've shared post duties with Katie Jones as you've been coming up, but now you're the senior and you're the post player. What's that going to be like?
It's pretty scary. You know, I've always been under Katie, and she's been a great role model for me to look up to. But when she was hurt last year, I kind of had to step in for her. But I'm not as nervous as I thought I was going to be because I know I have guards and other post players backing me up. So I'm pretty excited to be out there.
Well, good. Well, we're excited for basketball season to start up in weeks. And I'll ask you one more thing, and then we'll let you go, because I know you got to get out of town. What are your plans? You have some plans after graduation? You know what's next? Do you still got your options open?
I don't have a plan quite yet. I know I'm going to go to East Central first, but that's all I know right now.
Well, hey, that's a good answer. It's East Central's a great place. It's the college with you in mind. So, hey, I hope you have a great senior year. Look forward to seeing you more on the softball field and on the basketball court. And I hope you have a really successful year in the classroom and outside.
Thank you, Mr. Phillip.
All right, Marley Myers joining us on the Carthage Vet Clinic halftime. We'll take another break, and then when we come back, Sam and I are going to talk about this first half between Leake and Starkville as the Carthage Vet Clinic halftime show continues.
Whether you have a honey-do list or a big-time construction project, Small Town Rental is ready to deliver. From mini excavators, skid steers, trenchers, tillers, augers, and so much more. You'll find Small Town Rentals on Highway 16 in Carthage across from the hospital. And they even deliver so you can get results instead of excuses. Follow Small Town Rental on Facebook and find out how Blair Purvis, the guy with the pink gooseneck trailer, can help you reserve your equipment today. Tune in next time when you'll hear Little Bit say,
I'm meant for my daddy so he can buy me more horses.
West Side Body Shop says, let's face it, stuff happens. And when it does, they can take care of damage as small as a chip in your windshield all the way up to full collision services. Insurance claims are always welcome too. Just be sure your first stop is West Side Body Shop in Philadelphia. They also specialize in truck accessories, including toolboxes, visors, Nerf bars, and winches. They make your ride look cool. West Side Body Shop, just off Beacon Street on Waterview Lane, right behind the Huddle House in Philadelphia.
You heard is that there ain't no flies on my back. Well, there is plenty of truth to that if you'll get yourself down to the Leake County Co-op. You know them pesky old flies and skeeters. They have been worrying us all. And it's hard to enjoy rocking on the front porch without getting all eat up. That's a big nail. Your Leake County Co-op has fly mosquito sprays, traps, and everything under the sun that'll take care of them pests away so you can enjoy your patio time this summer. Leake County Co-op, Highway 16 in Carthage.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station.
Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Now, Bob, when we started the Bring Your Kid to Work Day, this wasn't exactly what we had in mind.
I'm sorry, but they're my babies. We're about to go grab lunch and then head to the farm.
Well, where are you headed?
Rosebud General Store, out there in Rosebud on Highway 487 East. Nothing but the best for my babies. They got everything you need for your farming family.
Well, your calf sure is sweet. Does she have a name?
There's the Cow Patty.
Whoa, let me get this straight. You named your cow Patty?
No, sir. It's what you stepped in.
Ew.
Rosebud General Store, Highway 487 East. Woodstock Furniture in Philadelphia says, let's go Rebels. Woodstock Furniture has a game plan to score big-time savings for our Rebel faithful all season long. Family-owned and operated, Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia behind McAllister's has a winning tradition with their low price guarantee on furniture for every room in the house. Plus, if you buy it today, you get it today. Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia loves the Rebels like the Rebels love to win.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Carthage Vet Clinic halftime from Jerry Crow Field at Bayou Academy in Cleveland. Philip Palmertree and Sam Rigby. Brooklyn Wade on camera. Billy Steen, our studio producer. We're glad you're with us on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel or listening on Cruisin' 98.3 FM. 35-0. Leake leads by 5 touchdowns at the half. We'll talk about the half just a little bit. But first, a look at the scoreboard. And I'm going to use my friend Brandon Shields on Twitter. A lot of folks, including myself, tweet scores at him, and he sends them out, has people following him all over the state. So I'm just going to read down his Twitter feed for you. Halftime score in the Big Boy League, 7A. Number 2, Brandon leads number 3, Madison Central, 14-0. Also halftime score, Tylertown leads Scott Central, 12-7. DeSoto Central at half over Lake Cormorant, 28-7. Tupelo shutting out South Haven at the half, 20-0. Jeff Davis County leads Lawrence County, 14-12 at halftime. And Monticello, Grenada just beaten up on Winona, 35-0 at the half. Late second quarter, Choctaw County is just stomping New Hope, 45-7. Chargers really scoring in bunches tonight. Picayune leading North Shore late first half, 28-0. Down on the coast, St. Stanislaus, the Rockachaws, that's the only reason I'm reading the score, leading Bay High 13-0 late second quarter. And let's see if there are any others. Charleston at the end of the first quarter leading North Panola 28-0. I've got a few other scores. You can check out the score widget at Kicks96news.com. It's right at the top of the news stories. And here are a few other scores from a little closer to home. Shannon leading Houston in the fourth quarter 6-0. Sebastopol starts the third quarter with a 7-0 lead against the Lake Hornets. Pontotoc with a 28-0 lead at half over South Pontotoc. So ain't nobody leaving Pontotoc County tonight. Let's see, Warren Central 7-0 lead against Pearl at the intermission. Louisville 15-0 over Neshoba Central at halftime. Tri-County beating up on Northeast Lauderdale over in Flora, 35-0 Rebels over the Trojans. Morton and Wayne County tied 21-21 at the half. Kosciuszko leads Leake Central 20-0 at the break. Forest shutting out Newton at the half, 28-0. Ridgeland up 10-3 over Florence down in Rankin County. And the Mooreville Troopers leading 28-0 over the East Union Urchins. And that's the only reason I read that score was so I could say Urchins. Let's see, a couple of others. Pulaski Academy from Arkansas leading MRA 27-14 in the second quarter. And we've been getting some scores on Jackson Prep and Pillow, and it's been a blowout. But it was 49-0 second quarter last that we heard. So let's bring Sam Rigby back in. Sam, give us a little picture of the first half of this ball game that Leake has dominated.
Well, clearly the Rebels had this game circled on their calendar after last year losing at home to Bayou Academy 40-20 in Madden. 35-0 the score at the end of the first half here in Cleveland as Rebels started off the game with a passing touchdown to Matthew Weaver from George Wilcox. Then on the second drive of the game for the Rebels, Garrett Adcock had a 25-yard run, gave the Rebels a 14-0 lead. Then it led to the pick six by Tyler Winstead, gave the Rebels a 21-0 lead. And then back-to-back passing touchdowns by George Wilcox, one to Matthew Nowell in the end zone after the 67-yard run by Garrett Adcock to set the Rebels up in the red zone, led to the Matthew Nowell touchdown reception from George Wilcox. And then right before halftime, it was a 30-yard Matthew Weaver reception, led to the 32-yard Matthew Nowell touchdown reception from George Wilcox, gave George his third passing touchdown in the first half, and then brought us to a 35-0 game going into halftime.
Of course, our resets, stats, scores, all that presented by Performance Therapy. The Rebels are in the big circle over on the left side stretching and getting ready for what hopefully will be a short second half. Should be in a running clock situation. I think it's when we hit 35 we'll be there. Remember, we'll be back at home at Thagard Field for Week 4 matchup with the Yellow Jackets of Union High School. And the Wendy's pregame will start at 6:15. You'll get it right here where you're catching us right now, and we'll have a 7 o'clock kickoff. 2 weeks from tonight, be on the road. We'll be over in Columbus as a very improved Heritage Patriot Ball Club will be waiting for the Rebels. So that's the next 2 Friday nights, how they line up. And there's you can give us the NFL score. Sam's got an NFL score. You don't usually get those on Friday nights.
Yeah, a little bit of Friday night lights over in Sao Paulo, Brazil, outside the United States. Packers currently leading 12-7 over the Philadelphia Eagles, and looks like the Eagles just got on top in that game. So Eagles now have the lead 14-12 over the Green Bay Packers.
Just wait till October comes, Sam, and I'm trying to feed high school scores and American League, National League Championship Series scores to folks during halftime. I'm really juggling making the Twitter machine heat up, trying to keep up with football and MLB playoffs, and that won't be too far off. Both teams head to their sidelines. They have extended, it looks like, the halftime by a couple of minutes for some reason I do not understand. Leake will be getting the the kickoff to start the half, and we're going to go ahead and take a break, catch up on one break, and we'll be ready to start the second half shortly as Leake leads at 35-0.
What is the value of an independent insurance agent? We don't work for any one insurance company. Instead, we work for our clients. We sell insurance from multiple companies, and that means at South Group Cox Agency, you always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and rates for you and your family. Now is the time to come by and let us at South Group Cox give you a free quote. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. South Group Cox Agency, 207 West Main Street in Carthage.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible.
Here's the Moore's Pharmacy kickoff. Before we expected it, taken by Matthew Now at the 23, and he'll run in a lot of blue shirts short of the 30-yard line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down on the near sideline at the 28, and that's where Leake will take over, leading 35-0. The clock is running, and nothing will make it stop now, except an injury or a timeout.
Okay. Yeah, Bayou starting off this second half with just a little pooch kick to Matthew Now. It looks like the Rebels are going to have it close to the 30-yard line in Rebel territory.
Leading tacklers in the first half, Caden Monk with 4 special teams tackles. And then 3 apiece for Welch, for Hitt, for Winstead, and 4 for Gage Bennett. Sacks by McDonald, Kemp, and Bennett, and an INT for Joshua Gray. The opening drive of the ball game. Rebels with 4 wide receivers. Wilcox hands it off. Big hole for Adcock to the 40. Has a block from Nowell up the sideline, and he will take it to the house untouched. 72 yards for 6.
Garrett Adcock is on fire these past 2 weeks, having some great room up front, open up the field. 182 yards last week for Adcock. Had a 67-yard run early in this ball game, now with a 72-yard run here. It's kicking off the second half. Gives the Rebels 41-0 lead over Bayou.
Rebel touchdowns presented by Weaver Tax and Accounting. One play, 72 yards. The first play from scrimmage of the half. Walsworth snaps to Harkins. The kick from Nowell is good. Clock winding under 10 minutes now, 42-0. Rebels will be back with a Moore's Pharmacy kickoff.
Navigate your way to Carthage Collision Center. Easy to find, right on Highway 16 in Carthage. Our professionals offer exceptional repair services, getting you back on the road in no time. Experience unparalleled customer service coupled with cutting-edge technology. Call us 601-267-4727.
Make a turn towards peace of mind with Carthage Collision Center, where quality meets reliability.
You heard is that there ain't no flies on my back. Well, there is plenty of truth to that if you'll get yourself down to the Leake County Co-op. You know them pesky old flies and skeeters, they have been worrying us all. And it's hard to enjoy rocking on the front porch without getting all eat up. That's a big nail. Your Leake County Co-op has fly mosquito sprays, traps, and everything under the sun that'll take care of them pests away so you can enjoy your patio time this summer. Leake County Co-op, Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Nowell with the Moore's Pharmacy kickoff, puts it deep. Chacon will take it at the 11. Up the left hash, breaks toward the far sideline, bounces off one tackler. And then finally, Jake Rudolph wrestles him down. Line of scrimmage, the 27-yard line.
Last drive for the Rebels coming off. Starting off the second half, they received the kickoff, and they ran one play straight to Garrett Adcock, 72-yard run for the Rebel touchdown. So one play, 72 yards for the Rebels, gives them a 42-0 lead over Bayou. here with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, and that's your performance therapy reset.
Third quarter is presented by Westside Body Shop. 1st and 10 Colts with 3 wide receivers out of a shotgun set. Mitchell Jones will put it in the belly of his running back, pull it back, get some room to the outside, and then it's stopped at the 30 after he picks up 3. Braden Welch and Tyler Winstead, Caden Monk get out of the pile. In the game for the Rebels, Talon Dillard getting his first action tonight. I also see out there at cornerback Mason Middleton. The Rebels will send in Jack Johnston in at safety. So, Sam, now's the time in the game. It's your first blowout. We got to watch for clean uniforms out there and be sure to report those coming into the game.
For sure, good opportunity for these young guys to get in here, get some reps in some high school football.
2nd and 7, Borganelli slips past one Leake defender in the backfield and then plunges ahead to the 33. Gets 3 yards on the play, and McDonald and Kemp stopped him.
Yeah, it looks to be Alan Olivo coming in now for the Rebels on the defensive line.
Alan Olivo in the game at defensive tackle. There's some valuable snaps for these second teamers and scout teamers they're going to get in the second half. 42-0 the score, 6:25 to go. The throw nearly intercepted out at the corner. Great play, read of the ball by Mason Middleton. Broke in front of Parker George, the receiver, out at about the 33. 4th down now.
Good break on the ball by Mason Middleton. Coming in early in this second half, making a good impact on the play when it was also Tyler Winstead in there. But Mason Middleton, great job breaking up the pass, bringing up 4th down.
And I tell you what, if you want to look up the word listless in the dictionary, it would refer you to the Bayou sideline right now. That's just some slumped shoulders down below us. And now a bad snap. Punter tries to throw it up in the air, and it's taken by Braden Welch at the 15, and he returns it straight up the middle, and that's 6 for the Rebels. Call that a pass interception for Braden Welch.
Wow.
And Rebel touchdowns presented by Weaver Tax and Accounting. You probably know that by now because the Rebels have been putting plenty of touchdowns on the board. Welch off the muffed snap, and then the punter tried to throw it, but it ended up just sort of fluttering up in the air like Gary Yepremian in Super Bowl VII. And there was Welch to snatch it out of the air and take it in.
Yeah, that's something you don't see every day. Just a little thought he was going to try and get the punt off, but punter for Bayou was like, no, I'm going to throw it. And then Braden Welch was there bringing it for 6 for the Rebels. Rebels in a blowout here in Cleveland.
And the extra point from Nowell is good. 4:42 to go. Rebels 49 and Colts nothing.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper.
Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station.
Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Boswell Media Sports.
Another Moore's Pharmacy kickoff after another Leake touchdown. Line drive kick hits at the 25 from the toe of Matthew Nowell. Scooped up by Chacon at the 15. Angles to the right. And guess who? Caden Monk has not been blocked on a kickoff return all night, and he has just registered his 6th tackle of the game.
Last drive for Bayou Colts. It was 4 plays, ended with a pick 6 from the punter to Tyler Winstead on that one.
Braden Welch.
Braden Welch, excuse me. On Braden Welch for the pick 6 for the Rebels on that one. So you want offensive touchdowns? We got that here in Cleveland. You want pick 6s in Cleveland? We got that as well. You want special teams touchdowns? We've got that as well.
Gavin Gamillion has checked in at linebacker, as has John David Thomas on the defensive line. Handoff left side. Borganelli turns the corner, 35-40. Big collision right at the sticks. Joshua Gray and also McDonald stop him at the 40, but he picks up 11 yards and gets the first down. Good hard running by Borganelli. First and 10 at the 40. Starkville Academy starting to climb back in that game against Carroll. Third quarter, 21-12, Carroll leading Starkville. We're under 2 minutes here in a running clock situation in the quarter. Jet sweep. Eason Lamb with his first carry gets around the outside. Jake Rudolph's got him and wrangles him out of bounds. A couple of yards deep into Rebel territory. The 46-yard line. So the Rebels give up a couple of first downs here. 46-yard line in Rebel territory. 49-0 the score. As we get under a minute and a half to play in the running clock, third quarter. 3 wide outs, shotgun set. Mitchell Jones at quarterback for Bayou. Takes a chest high snap. Give it to Borganelli. Room to run. 40, breaks a tackle to the 30. Fighting against a defender inside the 20, inside the 15, and finally wrangled out of bounds, and a late flag comes in as well. Jake Rudolph got him out of bounds, but just a little too much extra there. Jaden Kemp also checked in the game, and he was in on the tackle as well, but the Rebels will give up half the distance from about the, the 14-yard, or the 9-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, Jaden Kemp on the outside coming in for Joshua Gray at corner, making the tackle downfield.
That will push the line of scrimmage from the 14 to the 7. So first and goal for the Colts. Probably the final play of the quarter. Jet sweep. Over the outside. There's a hold out there, but no call. And a touchdown for Parker George for Bayou. There was a hold out in the middle of the open, but officials just didn't feel like calling it. That's the final play of the quarter, is up to the extra point. So Bayou gets on the board. 12-yard run by Parker George. Allen on to kick the extra point. Snap back. Rebels will not rush. And the kick is good. Final play of the third quarter, and it's 49-7. We'll be back in 60 on Boswell Media Sports.
Woodstock Furniture in Philadelphia says, let's go Rebels. Woodstock Furniture has a game plan to score big-time savings for our Rebel faithful all season long. Family-owned and operated, Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia behind McAllister's has a winning tradition with their low price guarantee on furniture for every room in the house. Plus, if you buy it today, you get it today. Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia loves the Rebels like the Rebels love to win.
Attention, deer slayers. We are talking to you.
Why should you make Neshoba County Co-op a priority? They are the hunting headquarters. Repeat, the hunting headquarters. Come get your game plot mixes and fertilizer today. They have your tree stands, game cameras, scents, and knives too. Neshoba County Co-op has the most abundant line of camo clothing and rubber boots you hunters out there are looking for. Oh, and don't wait. You better do your Christmas shopping while you're there. Neshoba County Co-op, Main Street, Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Mathen Weaver picks up a bouncing ball on the Moore's Pharmacy kickoff at the 25, has to wheel around to turn it back upfield and can't make it back past the 23 before he gets wrestled down by Ryland Richard. Running clock, fourth quarter. Leake 49, Bayou 7. The Rebels will assemble on the sideline and come in. I'm seeing Caden Stovall with that group. He may be checking into the ball game. Also see Henley Jenkins, wide receiver.
Looking like it's going to be Riles Wilkerson in that backfield as well, starting at quarterback here in this fourth quarter.
Jack Johnston in at wide receiver along with Wright Palokas. And then seen on the offensive line, Dylan Whittinghill at guard. And I think that's the only sub I'm seeing right now. See, now coming off the sideline, John David Thomas at left guard. 10.5 minutes to play. But as Sam said, Riles Wilkerson getting his first snap as a Rebel, the freshman quarterback. Where's number 2? Has Gill to his left. Low snap, hands it to Gill, and he's surrounded by Bayou defenders and tackled back at the 17, a loss of 6 yards on the play. They'll give him the 18 as a generous spot. It's a loss of 5.
Yeah, the last drive for Bayou, it was their 9th drive of the night, but it was 3 plays, 2 big runs on the jet sweeps, but it was capped off by the 12-yard run by looks to be Parker George on the jet sweep for that one. So 3 plays, ended up with a 12-yard run by Parker George, gives Bayou the first touchdown of the night, and that's your performance therapy reset.
Talon Dillard at center. Hand off Gill. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage and driven sideways. No gain on the play. The Rebels will face 3rd and about 14. Running with the second team here was 35 zilch in halftime. Leake added 2 touchdowns, 1 offensive, 1 defensive score. And then on the last play of the third quarter, the Bayou finally got the goose egg off the scoreboard. 2 backs, or let's say, no, excuse me, there's an H-back to the left. Joey Saki in the game. 3 wide outs. Handoff will go to Gill, and he gets met in the hole immediately. Tackled for a loss of a yard. The Rebels go backwards in 3 plays, and that will bring the punt unit out. We'll see if it's going to be Nowell or it might be Stovall punting this time. We'll see what the coaching staff wants. And now Stovall coming to the far sideline as we wind under 8.5 minutes to play. The fourth quarter of Leake Academy football presented by the Neshoba County Co-op. It'll be Nowell coming off the sideline to punt. Here's a question: has he punted tonight? I think maybe once.
I think he's punted once. It was the Rebels only had 1 drive in that first half where they didn't score a touchdown. So I want to say Nowell punted because I don't think it ended in a turnover on downs. So now it brings in Matthew Nowell.
Nowell stands at his 3. Punt with under 8 minutes to play. Gets it away under pressure. High, wobbling kick. Hits at the 45. Bounce toward the Colt logo at midfield and die at about the 49-yard line. So 51 yards of grass in front of Bayou as they take over with 7:38 and a running clock, fourth quarter. Leake 49, Bayou 7. We'll remind you that Total Pain Care is the wellness sponsor for Leake Academy Athletics. Visit them today at totalpaincare.org.
So that last drive was the first 3 and out for the Rebels tonight, so it's always a good sign when your starting offense doesn't go 3 and out at a ball game. But also some good experience for the young guys to get in there and get some reps in.
They mark it right at the 50. Mitchell Jones hands it off. Running left side. Saki with the tackle at the 45 on Braden Davis, who's carrying it for the first time tonight for the Colts. Gets 5, maybe 6 on the play. Give him 6, 2nd and 4. The Colts huddling. This second quarter is probably going to go by quickly if it goes at this rate, and as the Rebels bring Braden Johnson into the game at linebacker. So it's all clean jerseys out there right now for Leake. I think Caden Monk's got the dirtiest jersey if you're in a competition because he's been out there a lot on kickoff coverage. Four-man front for the Rebs. Handoff. Picking his way past a couple of tacklers. And Jack Johnston finally wraps up Davis at the 39, and that's good for 5 yards and a first down.
Appears that Dylan Whittinghill is coming in also tonight, in for John David Thomas. It appears to be on that defensive line.
Fresh set of downs for the Colts. Looks like they've got some guys with some clean pants on out there on their offensive line, so all the coaches are giving a lot of players live snaps. Rebels bring 5 up to the line of scrimmage. Davis takes the hand off, but Rebels penetrate, get in the backfield. Gamillion was back there first to tackle Davis for a loss back to the 41.
Good.
2nd and 12.
Good job by Gamillion getting his hands out wide and really tripping him up. It's a slick field out there, but Gamillion with a good pressure to cause a slip up in the backfield.
Second down, 12, 49-7, the score here in the fourth. One wide receiver left, 2 to the right, motion comes. Jet sweep, handoff, Nathan Jenkins. He slips past a couple of defensive linemen, and then Johnston and Johnson, that's hard to say, combine on the stop for Leake at the 32, a pickup of about 9 on the play. Be 3rd and 3. A lot of new personnel shuttling in for Bayou. Clock under 4 minutes, 38 seconds, and then the Neshoba County Co-op fourth quarter. We'll be getting home early tonight, thanks to the running clock rule. Davis at the left hip of Mitchell Jones. Handed to him. Hit in the backfield, breaking loose, but plenty of Rebels back there to stop him. First contact from Dylan Whittinghill in the backfield, and then about 3 Rebels combined to stop him, including 56, Allen Olivo and Braden Johnson. 4th down and 4, loss on the play. And that's one of the loudest cheers I've heard from the Leake side after that good hit in the backfield and then the gang tackle. Rebel fans like it.
Yeah, Braden Johnson got a nice high five from the referee from that tackle, so always a good sign when the officials like the play.
4th and 3. Mitchell Jones will keep it himself. Gets to the outside 30. Stiff arms. One defender, and then the Rebel gets him around the arm and slings him back down. Good persistence there, bulldogging it by Jack Johnson. Excuse me, Jack Johnston. I wasn't counting on making that distinction tonight, but there we go. But it is enough for a first down to the 28. We play out the final 3:12 of this game. Been a very good night for the red and blue. Stay with us for the Woodstock Furniture postgame from the top of the press box. Shotgun set. Colts have been keeping it on the ground. They'll do so again. Trying to run up the middle. Getting some nice yardage on second and third effort is the running back George. Or that was Jenkins, excuse me, on the carry. Jake Rudolph finally slowed him down. A few other white-shirted Rebels got on him. John David Thomas checks back into the game for Leake and replaces Whittinghill.
Yeah, Whittinghill showing some good promise as a freshman and defensive line in for the Rebels. Made one good backfield tackle for loss and making some good pressure up front for the Rebels.
Line of scrimmage, the 24, 2nd and 6. They'll go jet sweep around the right side. That's Lamb, and he turns upfield. Good, solid contact. Again, Jack Johnston. He came out here to chew gum and make fourth quarter tackles, and he's out of gum. He is going after that ball. 1:42 on the ticking fourth quarter clock. They're in the David Barham Insurance red zone are the Bayou Colts. 3rd down and a yard from the right hash. They have run the ball every play. Bring the slot man in motion. Hand it to him. That's Jenkins. Getting around the corner, has the first down, breaks loose, and he'll get up the left sideline for a Bayou touchdown. The minute 13 to play. So second score of the night late from Nathan Jenkins from the 19.
A lot of jet sweeps on that drive from the Bayou Colts, just trying to run the ball and get upfield, and they were having a lot of success with it from their first touchdown when they scored. It was 3 jet sweeps on that one, and they came right back with it. Got their second score of the night here in the fourth quarter.
They'll get the personnel out on the field for the extra point attempt. Kick by Kellen Allen. This will likely be the final play. Rebels won't rush, but the kick is low. It hits off somebody's helmet along the line, and it's no good. But that's going to do it, folks. Coaches welcome their players back to the sideline, and we're about to go final here in Cleveland at 8:54 in the evening. Final score, Leake Academy 49, Bayou 13. We got the Woodstock Furniture postgame coming up after we step aside. Stay with us as Leake Academy football continues.
What is the value of an independent insurance agent? We don't work for any one insurance company. Instead, we work for our clients. We sell insurance from multiple companies, and that means at South Group Cox Agency, you always have an expert on your side who can find you the best policy and rates for you and your family. Now is the time to come by and let us at South Group Cox give you a free quote. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. South Group Cox Agency, 207 West Main Street in Carthage.
Now, Bob, when we started the Bring Your Kid to Work Day, this wasn't exactly what we had in mind.
I'm sorry, but they're my babies. We're about to go grab lunch and then head to the farm.
Well, where are you headed?
Rosebud General Store, out there in Rosebud on Highway 487 East. Nothing but the best for my babies. They got everything you need for your farming family.
Well, your calf sure is sweet. Does she have a name?
There's the cow patty.
Whoa, let me get this straight. You named your cow Patty?
No, sir. It's what you stepped in.
Ew.
Rosebud General Store, Highway 487 East.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Navigate your way to Carthage Collision Center. Easy to find, right on Highway 16 in Carthage. Our professionals offer exceptional repair services, getting you back on the road in no time. Experience unparalleled customer service coupled with cutting-edge technology. Call us 601-267-4727.
Make a turn towards peace of mind with Carthage Collision Center, where quality meets reliability.
My knee rehab was 100% successful thanks to Performance Therapy. They sat down with me and created a plan to ensure I would achieve my personal rehabilitation goals, and they encouraged me to get the most out of every session. Performance Therapy provided plenty of material for me to continue my rehab in between sessions too. Hopefully I don't have to see them in the future, but if I did, I would definitely choose Performance Therapy again.
For more information, go to performancetherapyms.com. Performance Therapy, Carthage, Philadelphia, and Forest.
Big discounts at Triple M Motors. That's right, big dealer discounts plus GM consumer rebates means you save big. Not in the market for a new ride? Check out our pre-owned. Triple M Motors carries a good selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Stop by or check us out on the web at triplemmotors.com. That's triplemmotors.com.
Woodstock Furniture in Philadelphia says, let's go Rebels. Woodstock Furniture has a game plan to score big-time savings for our Rebel faithful all season long. Family-owned and operated, Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia behind McAllister's has a winning tradition with their low price guarantee on furniture for every room in the house. Plus, if you buy it today, you get it today. Woodstock Furniture at 70 Canal Place in Philadelphia loves the Rebels like the Rebels love to win.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philippometry and Sam Rigby back with you for the Woodstock Furniture postgame. Leake wins week 3, improves to 2-1. 49-13 is the final score. And from the first series, when Leake got the interception from Joshua Gray, got in Bayou territory, Sam, they went to work and they just took care of business in 2 quarters.
Yeah, that first 2 plays where the Rebels got the turnover on their opening drive was really just the tip of the iceberg for what the Rebels brought to the table tonight against Bayou. Started off with George Wilcox getting passing touchdown to Mathen Weaver. Then another Garrett Adcock 25-yard run on his massive night that he had running the football, over 150 yards running the ball tonight from Garrett Adcock. Then on the 4th drive, Matthew Nowell had a touchdown reception on the slant in the red zone, capped off or set up by the Garrett Adcock 67-yard run. Then another Weaver reception for 30 yards, set up a 32-yard Matthew Nowell receiving touchdown. And then to cap it all off for the Rebel starters tonight, it was a 72-yard run on the first play right back from halftime for the Garrett Adcock touchdown. Gave the Rebels 49-0 lead as Bayou's, when the second stringers came in, Bayou capped off 2 touchdowns for the end of this one. As the final score is 49-13. Rebels take the win, move to 2-1 on the year, and back at home in Madden next Friday night against Union. Hope everybody can come out and support the Rebels next Friday.
Bayou slips to 1-3. They have 1 win against Washington School, but they have lost games to Jackson Academy, Copiah, and now Leake. And looking at their schedule, they'll play their first district game next week as they travel to Starkville Academy. And that'll be a tough one. Starkville Academy, though, was struggling against Carroll Academy. Last we saw, they were down 21-12 in the 3rd quarter, falling behind first half 21-0. But we'll look at the scoreboard one more time before we sign off in just a minute. But you know what? This has to be very satisfying for this club. They work hard. Sometimes you work hard and sometimes things don't click, or you get behind early and you got to really dig deep and fight against a team that just frankly you're better than.
Right.
And Leake was clearly better than Bayou tonight, but you have to like that the Rebels came out, had their heads on straight, didn't take anything for granted, and they just bullied their way to this big win.
Yeah, the Rebels back-to-back games that they lost last season to Starkville Academy ended their season in the playoffs, and then here on the road against Bayou, 2 games that the Rebels lost last year, coming back this year in 2024, 2 wins right off the bat against teams they lost to last year. So a lot of growth, a lot of people that were on that team last year really came in with a great mindset these first couple of weeks to be like, let's go ahead and take care of business early in the season, and they've got it back-to-back wins these past couple of weeks.
As the Woodstock Furniture postgame rolls on, we'll wrap things